Welcome to the Bobby Couto Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of human experiences and excellence. With special guests, real-life anecdotes, and thought-provoking discussions. Get ready to unlock and tap into your absolute potential with your host, manifestation coach, Bobby Couto.
It's Jody's fault.
We had an issue with the Jody control over there.
Yeah, it's Jody's fault.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. Just to kind of recap a little bit. I drive all over the city, the state, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
And I happen to be in Lowell this week. And, you know, I think everybody will agree, like, Lowell is like the armpit of the state. You know what I mean? And their streets were almost clear. Like, blacktop everywhere, salted. It just, you could see the difference. You know what I mean? And then you come into Fall River, and I get it. Like, they keep saying, oh, they weren't prepared. But my argument in all this is you should be prepared.
You should have been prepared in the spring. You should have been prepared in the summer.
There it is right there.
We're always reactive here.
Yes.
That's our problem. We're
100%.
always reactive. You know, Brockton, the Cape, everywhere. Like, it's clear. It's almost like all these towns surrounding us brought all their snow here because somehow they got rid of it, but we can't figure it out.
Right.
It's wild.
Right.
It's wild. And this is every time. You know, it always says it's going to snow. And then sitting here on, day 4, day 5 of a parking ban?
Yeah.
Do you live, like, tell me you don't really live in the city without telling me, because there's no way. He had backhoes and bulldozers or whatever it was, bobcats, all cleaning his street today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yet,
you can drive the Highlands are nice. If you go to the Highlands, you can drive around the Highlands.
Some of them. If you go down the hills towards North Main, towards the bad side, it's not nice. But up top, it's absolutely good.
Yeah.
But again, not near the schools. So the city comes by, they plow, they make everything nice. Then the school comes out, right? These guys come out and they snow blow the sidewalks and blow it all back onto the side of the street. So now you got a 3-foot mound at the edge of the sidewalk, 2 feet into the street, 3 feet into the street on both sides.
Yep.
There's nowhere to park. You just created a one-way. People are going to do what they're going to do because this is, again, it's Fall River drivers.
Day 4.
They're blocking each other.
Day 4.
25 minutes at a stop sign because people couldn't figure out he's going to back up for you to go or you're going to back up for him to go. And nobody can do it because everybody's pulling in around him. What are we doing?
Right.
But don't worry. It's not their problem because once it leaves school property, it's not their problem.
Yep.
But once it leaves the street, it's not the city's problem. So whose fault is it?
Well, it's a lack of preparation.
How about you work together?
Yeah, nobody's prepared. But they're not, though. But that's just nobody's. Look,
wild.
Nobody had a meeting. Like, there was no meeting to say, hey, what's the plan? What are we going to do in this storm? It was BAU. This is what we normally do. But you haven't done anything in 4 years because we haven't had any snow.
Correct.
So everybody was laxed. Like, they didn't have, obviously, hey, we need plow drivers. Bro, it's 4 days after the storm.
You don't have a team ready for that already,
right?
You don't have people on like at the ready for that should have already been contracted and ready to go.
Right.
Why is that?
Right.
One, you don't want to pay people because you squandered this money.
Yep.
I mean, what was it? I want to say it was like 3-4 years ago. Was it his first term or his second term? I think we ended up paying, the corrupt people.
Yep.
We shredded all the invoices. You shred the invoices. You shred the invoices. So you paid this man twice. You paid this company twice, and it was like millions of dollars. Like
right.
It wasn't like pennies.
Right.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, but that's just that they don't know. And you know, and I hate to be the one, like I said, I don't want to
terrible.
jump on the bandwagon and be like,
terrible.
But the truth is, and this has nothing to do with the plow drivers. Thank you to all the plow drivers that are working tirelessly, like they're working around the clock. This is about the people in charge.
Some of them,
dude,
need to go back. You need to see who did what sector and be like, listen, you're going back on your dime and fixing this, or you're never working.
Yeah, but again, there's no oversight. There's no oversight. There's no supervision
because there's no plan.
Right.
There's no plan.
Right.
I would have had it set where this is team 1, team Alpha, team Bravo,
if you don't mind,
team
play
Charlie.
along with me.
Here you
Gabriel,
go.
Play along with me.
Of course.
What exactly you're the mayor?
Yep.
What exactly would you have done?
Teams would be recognized by name, by sector, by vehicle, by plate number, whatever it may be, right? This is your sector. If there's issues in this sector, your team is fixing it. You are held accountable. You are responsible for that. But at the same time, you're going to work coordinated. Like, you're going to coordinate it, right? So everybody's going to push in a general direction. You're going to follow 2 trucks instead of just one making a single path. Yep. What's the point of a parking ban if you're making a single path anyway that's 4 feet wide? Right. It makes no sense. Right? So there's different ways to do it. But you have them. They're working in 2-man teams. Here you go. Automatically, that street is cleared. Push everything to the bottom. Now you have the heavy equipment and the trucks down at the bottom of each of these streets, and that's it. You just load them up. You got a loading team. You got a push team. Everything's done.
Yeah, but they didn't do that, dude. They left mountains of snow.
Oh, of course they
did. You see that on North Main Street?
They're just putting it all over the place wherever they can.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they were cleaning out North Main Street.
You guys see that video of Pete Griffin falling down?
Yeah, he took a massive digger.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, he should have sued the city for that.
I hope he does.
Like, that was crazy.
I hope he does.
Yeah, but even that, like the school bus was going down his hill. The
Eastern
school bus was
all
just
the way down. Not even the main roads were done.
Well, do you want to hear what the mayor had to say? Want to hear what could you play that clip, Jody? Right there, it should say Coogan. Yeah. Let's play that for the audience.
For a little while, because
I apologize for the audio. This is
what looks like is coming for the weekend. We're still trying to widen the streets. We have crews out right now plowing. We're just trying to make access better for everybody, and it was a tremendous effort to try to get these streets opened up so everybody can get around the city. Still a lot of tight streets. But we're going to sit on this for a little while longer until we get through it. We had a meeting this morning with obviously the police, our DCM crew, the schools, trying to figure out the best way around it. And we're just worried about if we lift the ban right away, all these what are now one-lane streets are going to become no-lane streets because people are going to go to parking on both sides, and we're going to have real difficulty. So that's our concern. And if we can get some more success today on widening streets, a little bit of melting, maybe we'll get a shot.
A little bit of melting. It's -6 outside.
Yeah,
a little bit of melting.
and the worst part is it's a perpetual nothingness. Right?
It's always
numb
nothing.
to it.
He just talks.
Yeah,
he babbles to say we're doing something. Of course, the loyalists are gonna follow him till the end, and it is what it is.
Yep.
I can't understand.
But
how
dude, there's
at
no
this
sense
point,
of urgency.
You
Do
don't
you
have a
hear the
plan.
sense of urgency in his voice? There's none of it.
He doesn't live in it.
There's
It doesn't
none of it,
affect
dude.
him.
Yeah, he's like just rubbing his tie like he
You gotta
normally
understand,
does.
none of these people have kids to bring to school, have
Man.
kids to get to activity. They don't care about the average person because they don't live like the average person.
Right.
If they want something, they just got to go out to eat and grab
Right.
something or have something to live, right?
Right.
Go look. They're literally cleaning his little side street with a friggin' bobcat today. Mind you, the schools you can't park.
Right.
Every kid that had to come out of school today had to walk into the street to get into that side of the vehicle, the driver's side of the vehicle, because you can't open the doors because it's 4 feet high at the curb, 3 feet away from the curb.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right.
So when you start looking at that stuff, these things all play a role. And it's like, you got the people in there, of course, the Coogan lifers. He can't be there for everything. He's supposed to be there for everything, and he's supposed to be ahead of everything. That's his job.
Well, you know what the question thing is?
That's his job.
But nobody would be looking for Coogan if this was taken care of.
Correct.
Nobody would be going, hey, where's Coogan?
He just sent people out there. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes,
and
if this
send
was
them out there and let them do what they wanted to do.
If this was properly
He has no
organized
idea.
and there was a plan and we did this right, then nobody would be complaining.
There's none.
But there's no planning, bro. It just seems like this is a perfect example of what it's been for the last 6 years. You know what I mean?
Reactive nonsense.
Reactive to everything. But even when they react,
and anything they can to save money.
yes,
What are you
it's
saving the money
half-assed.
for?
Yes,
You got $30-something million.
Dude, they're praying for rain right now. That's what they
course they
want.
are.
Like they're praying for rain.
Well,
That's
you're
what
not
they
getting
want.
it.
But the problem is that's not going to happen, and we continue to deal with this. And I apologize, but I don't apologize to the 80,000 people that didn't show up to vote. Like this is what you didn't vote for, right? This is what you didn't vote for. You didn't even have a choice.
I heard somebody's comment was, well, the other option was Boomer, so what were we going to do? And it's like, this is the same person that goes online, complains about being in debt, complains about cost of living, complains about all this nonsense, but then sits there and says, well, what else are we supposed to do?
Right.
I don't know, vote differently.
Right. Right.
Maybe you wouldn't be stressed and complaining about everything else in
Yes.
life,
Yes.
but
Yes.
then backing the same people who keep you in that way of life.
You know,
I don't what to tell you.
I never want to be bitter, Boomer, but I feel it because I say to myself, you know what? The people that want this are the ones that are getting all the government benefits. Because the people that aren't getting the government benefits, the people that are busting their ass every day, getting up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, going out, like the people that are actually plowing the snow, right? Those people, like they want change. But all these other people that are under the thumb of the government, getting government this, EBT cards, all this shit. Like I said it, dude. I kind of had a moment yesterday in the chat in our group, and it's like, you have 10,000 people carrying the weight of 90,000. That's the problem.
Yep.
And how do you fight that? What do you do at this point? What do you do, bro?
You got to show it. Bring out common sense, right? For instance, if you plow to the sidewalk, right? If the plows do their job and the city goes out and enforces that, it gets done correctly. Now, the school section, they come out and they snow blow everything. It's not just one path. You get the snow blower, your shovels, whatever you got to do. There's 100 of you, 200 of you, like whatever you got to do. Work together. Now you take it from the edge of the sidewalk and throw it onto the school property. Why are you shooting it back into the street, making it more difficult and unsafe for the kids?
Dude, 'cause there's no
Just
plan.
to say I got paid,
Dude,
they got paid
there
double
is
time
no-
to do my job.
yes,
And I'm not
there's no
saying they
plan.
didn't work hard.
Right.
I appreciate their work.
Right.
I just don't think there's any direction because the leadership sucks.
Exactly.
Yo, the Ken
Yes.
Pachecos of the world, they suck.
Yes.
They're useless. They've been living off the city's tax dollars forever. They're embedded in the system. They're like a tick, right? They're
Yes.
just there and embedded.
20
and that's
years.
it.
20 years.
And
Been
did
there for
what?
20 years.
And he still can't figure out how to make sure that our schools are safe.
Right.
He still can't make sure how do people turn off a hose.
Yes.
You still can't figure out how to hire good people, but they're all getting six-figure salaries.
Absolutely.
There's 10 bosses.
Dude.
Tell me why you have 10 supervisors.
The solution to everything. Did you happen to watch the meeting yesterday?
Yes.
The school committee meeting?
Yes.
And then the solution to everything he said was overtime. We're
Yeah.
just gonna overtime.
We're gonna
it.
take more money.
We're just gonna overtime.
Yes.
How are you gonna do that? Oh, we're gonna do overtime. We're gonna do that's the
How about you
solution
do
to
it
everything.
during your hours?
How about you
Instead
figure
of
it out?
instead of sitting there with your
Yes.
coffee and sitting around talking to each other,
Yes,
because you
but-
can walk in there anytime and
Yeah,
see
but
them. They're all
Boomer,
sitting in the
Boomer,
room having
Boomer.
a conversation.
Boomer.
10 supervisors.
How do you tell somebody who's been working here for 20 years that they got to change their shift? That's the problem.
Simple.
That's the problem.
Leadership.
Yeah, that's the problem, though.
The problem is the leadership
Everybody here
is dictated by them.
Yes, all these people that are working, they've been here for forever.
Yeah.
They're all dinosaurs. So you can't tell them, the union protects them. You can't tell them, hey, listen, you know what? I know you work on Monday
You
through
know what?
Friday.
Maybe the union's the problem.
1,000%.
That's not my job.
There it is.
That's not their job.
Yes.
That's not their job. Well, then
Yeah.
whose job is it? Because your
Exactly.
job
Yes.
is to keep our children safe.
Yes.
And this isn't it. So
Yes.
the city failed. The school department failed.
Yes.
Whose job
Yes.
is it?
Right. Right.
Both unions failed if that's the case.
Yes.
Like, that's how I look at it.
Yes. Yes.
So explain it to me.
yes.
It's somebody's job.
Did you catch?
It's not the parent's job.
Did you catch Manny Moniz? Go at it.
I
him
did.
And, him and
Good
go at
for
it?
him.
I have the clip. You want to watch it?
You know what I love?
You want to
Is
watch
finally somebody is standing up to these
Agreed.
people.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this
Oh,
is
wait. I
this
got the
is
clip.
toxic.
I got
Shut
the
up.
clip. You ready? You ready? You gonna play the clip for us?
Play it.
Jody, play the clip for
I
us.
love
buddy.
it.
You don't think that that's going to be agreed?
If you just click it, it should automatically play.
Let
If
it
I
happen.
take in union work,
Safety's
I don't
first.
need to. I know it's going to happen.
So let it
I've been
happen.
doing this for 20 years. I know exactly what's going to happen when
Dude,
you cross the
that's
union
fine,
line.
but at the
And
end
then
of
I'm
the
going to
day-
pay 2 people.
That's fine, but at the end of the
No,
day,
that's-
at least I
that's
know
not
it's
the way
being
things are done.
shoveled.
That's not the way
So-
things are done. We'll do it the right way.
So
Yeah, let's go. Do it the right way. I haven't seen it yet.
we,
He's not wrong.
what I would ask
Excuse me, right now.
They don't know what the right way is.
Madam Clerk, please enter into the record that this is a hostile work environment.
What a-
and I am not going to put up with it.
What a beta.
Safety first,
Okay,
Mr.
but-
Pacheco.
Period.
Hold on a second.
Period.
Gentlemen,
That is
Hold
my
on.
statement.
Gentlemen,
That is my
gentlemen,
statement that's
gentlemen,
going into the
corruption and
minutes.
crap, and you're
I'm
fat.
done with arguing about this
And
stuff.
Kevin is so
I've seen
like
enough.
level-headed. Listen to him.
Done.
okay, we're gonna move.
All right,
we're gonna
guys.
move
And I
this
want to see the
up.
job get done. Period.
Gentlemen, let's keep it professional and let's try to get through this agenda.
Be nice if
Stay
there was a
focused, get it
policy to
done.
take care of
But
this.
instead, I gotta cry.
Let's
20
try
years,
to
you should have it.
cooler heads can prevail here. Let's
There he goes.
deal with this.
Listen.
He did because Manny was upset. You
Of
could
course,
tell he was
and Manny has the
legitimately
right to be
upset. Yeah,
upset.
he was upset.
Manny has children in the school
Yes.
system.
Yes.
Does
Yes.
Ken?
No.
Does Coogan?
Nope.
Name somebody. Pick
No.
one.
Wow.
Pick anybody in charge.
There's-
Do they
yeah,
have anybody
no,
in school systems?
none of them. None
Do
of
they
them.
have to deal with anything that we normal
No.
parents every day have to deal with?
No, they don't know. What
Okay,
that, they don't
so
know what that
they
struggle
don't
is.
care.
They don't know what that.
These
struggle
people
is.
do not care. I don't care what they say. They can go up there and pretend whatever they want. They do not care
No.
about your family. They care about their paycheck and their friends and family because that's who works for them.
Yeah, Collin was supposed to be here. I was kind of hoping Collin would, because he was there first, like he witnessed that firsthand. So
Yeah.
I was real curious to get his take on it. But hopefully,
Yeah.
maybe he'll.
I don't know if he's going to be a little later or not.
Yeah, maybe he's a little later.
Hopefully.
Either way. But
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy. It's you know what? Is it who was it? Taylor Perry?
Taylor Jean, yeah.
Yeah. it's-
Yeah.
Mentioned like, wow, this is what we need. We need people to stand up. We need people
Absolutely.
like no more just laying down and letting these people do whatever it is they want to
For
do.
the first time in my life, I actually wanted to watch the whole meeting.
Right, but did you see the resistance, dude? And you know what? And just for the audience, just so you're aware,
Automatic victimhood. As soon as they lose control
Yes.
and somebody goes after them,
Yes.
it's victimhood.
Yes.
We're the victims. You got to
Yes.
support us because we're victims.
This is a
You're
hostile-
not a victim.
this-
You created this hostile environment
Yep.
because you are the problem.
yes.
That's it.
Yes.
You're the problem.
But now what happens at that point, right? Because now the conversation changes because now you just made a statement that this is a hostile environment. So the tone of the room, everything changes, Right? Like, why would you even
They're
go
gonna
there?
they're gonna try to clear seats and go after people and target people that they think are the weakest links.
Yeah.
So this way they can get them out of the way, so they can get people that they can have, like get the Mimis back and those kind of people, right?
Yeah.
That are gonna sit there and be bobbleheads for Coogan.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna
What's
do.
Ken's role? Like, what's his title? Is he like the director of DCM? Or DMC?
The maintenance school.
For just the schools, for all the schools.
All the schools.
And he's been doing this for 20 years.
Well, he used to be in DCM and all. He used to be head DCM.
Yeah, so he got.
Oh, trust me,
yeah.
he was.
Well, because I see the sense of entitlement. I see
everything
that
that's
sense of
gone wrong
entitlement.
in the city, he's been in part of.
I've heard that, dude. I've never met him, but I've heard his name throughout the years. I've heard his name throughout the years.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's connected.
Yeah.
He's like the mafia. He's like the mafia of the city, right? That's the reality.
No.
He's a terrible at everything, but he's got his hands in everything.
Right.
This is the same guy that was charging youth athletic leads to use the field and pay custodians, but yet the taxpayers were still paying overtime for these custodians, double dipping. So where'd the money go?
Well,
nobody ever investigates that. Nobody
right.
ever looks at that.
Right. And I think, that's because
Shocking.
you're harassing me. Like, it's become a hostile environment.
Yes.
That's because
all they got to do is cry. All they got to do is cry wolf.
Yes.
And everybody's, you can't. The unions and you got to stop it. They do such hard work.
Yeah.
Shut up. You're either living off of that system the same way, or he's covering for you, or you're all connected, or you're related.
Yep.
That's it. Because there's nothing you can say to me to prove that these people have bettered our systems.
No, well, dude.
We have progressively gotten worse.
All the schools have mold. All the schools
Correct.
have asbestos.
Correct.
All of these. This
has been his job.
This is his job. Like, so for 20 years, dude, it's been you. So if there's asbestos, if there's mold, who's responsible for that?
The buck stops with you.
The buck stops with you,
Right?
dude. And you want to fight and
You know
be.
what buck stops with
you
him?
want to
The
fight
taxpayer
because
dollars that he's
because
raking in.
because someone's telling you, hey, bro. Like his point was, I guess the argument, just to put some clarity around it, the argument was they'll shovel up to the sidewalk, but they won't shovel. Like if they had to go to, I guess the question was there was keys at the door. So if they have to go to the door to get the keys, that would mean that they have to shovel to the door, and they won't shovel to the door to get the keys. That's what this was all about. Like some ridiculous bullshit like that.
It's
so you're going to
nonsense.
tell me, like, you can't shovel to the door because the union contract says you can't? Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Who's okay?
Right.
Who's agreeing to these contracts?
Right.
You know who negotiated these union contracts? The three Coogans.
Yep.
That's who negotiates these contracts. The brothers was HR. The brothers the mayor. The brothers the union.
Yep.
Who do you think negotiates the nonsense and how much money they make and all the everything? Like, who does this? It's wild to me. You're going to tell me that's not a conflict of interest?
It is a conflict.
And
of
who
interest.
gets screwed?
It
The
is.
kids,
It
the
is.
taxpayers, the parents.
It is.
It doesn't affect these people.
Hey, could you give me some volume on the Bluetooth? We got Collin on the line.
Woohoo!
How about it, Collin?
He's like, I'm at the door.
You there, buddy?
Are you connected to the Bluetooth?
Yeah. It's actually telling me I'm connected to Bluetooth. You got nothing over there?
Nope, I do.
We got this is something we got to work out. I don't know why it doesn't work. Collin, you there, buddy?
Hi, can you all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, I was gonna come in person today, but I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I figured I would keep my germs away.
All right.
Oh, we
All right,
appreciate it.
Mr. Pacheco Jr., Cry Wolf.
I wanted to call in. I heard a little bit of the clip that was played from the subcommittee meeting. I didn't know if anyone had any questions or if I can clarify anything about anything to do with the school department. If there's any questions.
Well, Collin, what I was mentioning was the actual substance of that conversation and how it even got to the point where Ken is like, hey, this is a hostile environment. And to what I understand, it was Manny was asking the question about them shoveling up to the doorway where the keys were held. Am I correct? And there was a concern that the union wouldn't allow that.
Yes, and that was basically it. I went back to listen to that as well, and it was just a conversation about having maybe some of the directors, which are most of those positions are non-union, and having to see if they can help out in snowstorms, like with boots on the ground, if things ever happen in the future. I thought it was a valid question, and I don't really necessarily have an answer to the union aspect about it. 150E is it's a very strong law, and there is a lot of do's and don'ts when it comes to 150E and things of that sort. However, the substance, saying it was a hostile work environment was just uncalled for.
Yeah, it seemed like he just went to the extreme, bro. Like he went right to the extreme. Like there was no buffer. It was like he already felt defensive, and then that's the way he responded, which, was very off-putting, bro. Especially, in my case, being the first time I've seen him speak, you know what I mean, in front of, even on TV. So that was my first impression of him. And clearly, like, to me, it's very bad optics, dude. It just looks bad. Like, what are you afraid of? Why are you so like reactive to that? You know what I mean? Like the guy's asking a legitimate question. You don't have to go and say it's a hostile work environment. Just answer the man, and if you disagree, give him a reason not to. You know what I mean? Just answer the concern. Like right away. Like in most cases, people get their feelings involved, and then all of a sudden, it's a hostile work environment, and then like we were just talking about it, Colin.
It's going to create grievances.
It changes the tone of everything.
You're jumping right to the nonsense. How about you just worry about safety first?
Yep.
No,
Nothing on either side was about the kids.
My opinion. This is my personal opinion. I think some of it was just kind of off the cuff, and I don't want to say he regrets saying that or not, Mr. Pacheco, but he definitely should. It definitely was uncalled for, and it didn't really help his case at all. And secondly,
he gets to play victim.
And I think and I'm really also glad it really shows that the school committee this year is going to be asking questions and getting to the bottom of issues. Of course, we had the snowstorm, and the city did a horrible, terrible job with maintaining the city, and it put kids and staff in harm's way. We should not have had school open yesterday.
Agreed.
I don't even know if we should necessarily have it open today, and the reason why it has to do with the city and poor planning from the top. And that's not to say anything about the hard work plow drivers.
No. Right. This has nothing to do with them. This is all about the planning.
But going back, excuse me if I sound a little bit raspy today, but going back to yesterday's meeting, I thought it was just an ordinary line of questioning, and you're not going to be able to intimidate the school committee out of answering questions.
Right.
Bottom line, I thought it was. If you watch the meeting, I encourage the public to go watch the entire meeting.
Yes.
Itself. There was nothing hostile. There was nothing wrong. I stand fully behind my colleague, and yeah, that's my stance on it.
Colin, are you planning on doing those subcommittees like once a month? Like, will Ken Pacheco, like, will you be doing this once a month, or is that like once in a while?
No, I believe the chair of the subcommittee is Mr. Aguiar, Facilities and Operations Subcommittee. I don't want to speak for him, but I believe his plan is to have a meeting nearly once a month. Yeah. And to have like frequent and focus, have the meetings more targeted and focused on one issue. We'll focus on this issue 1 month, this issue the next month, and go from there. There's a lot of, and it's really great that we have Mr. Moniz, one on the school committee, and two on facilities and operations subcommittee, because this is
a wealth of knowledge.
His expertise. And he provides a lot to the conversation, as you can see.
Right.
As you can see just from watching the meetings. So I think we're going to see a lot of good come. We tackled a lot of issues in that meeting. Not even just snowstorm, but we tackled some nutrition, transportation, and a whole list of things. And made some referrals to the full committee.
Yeah, no, it seems like we're getting actual stuff done for a change instead of just bickering nonsense.
I'm feeling very positive, one, with that subcommittee and the outlook, hopefully over the next couple months.
So far, so good. I agree.
Yeah.
Minus kids being in school and the streets being this bad. Still.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest with you, dude. I appreciate the and I don't want to use the word conflict, but I think when you're having these type of conversations, you're shaking the tree.
Andrade.
Like things are happening, right? You're making a difference. Like you're questioning the status quo, right? Like this isn't just, we can't just keep doing what we're doing and expect different results, right? So I appreciate this. I'm all about it. I'm simulcasting every meeting you guys have, because I'm trying to look at the end of the day, Collin, Gabriel. Like I'm all about the vote. So the more information we can provide to the citizens, the more the information that they're aware of, then
people
the
just
easier
start
it is.
paying attention just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
10%.
Yes.
If they took 10% of what's going on, they would never vote for these people again.
True.
We'd have a whole new city.
True.
And that's it.
If I could just add one more thing, and I'm very happy you'll be sharing our live streams. We never had live streams of the subcommittee at the subcommittee level ever.
Wow.
And it's something I pushed for, something Mr. Aguiar pushed for last year. It's something that technology works.
Education, it's great.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And we finally have it up and running, and this is something that is going to allow the community. It's really going to up our numbers and in community engagement.
Well, you know what?
That it's going for.
Bro, Collin, I believe in you guys, dude. I believe in you. I believe in Kevin. I believe in me. Like, I believe in you guys. And I think, part of the fight, half of the fight is on this end of it, right? Like, you guys can get up there and you can talk about it and you can bring attention to it. But if there's nobody listening, if you guys are just screaming into the void, then it's all for nothing. And so whatever I can do on my platform, I've been working a lot with Mike Sylvia and Cliff. And like, we're trying to get all this information to the citizens and to the constituents so that everybody can realize that you need to be engaged and you need to be involved. We cannot do this with 10% of the population. You just can't do it.
Not the current 10%.
I fully agree with you. And
Well,
again,
when
I think
6% works for them,
steps
you're going to lose every
live
time.
For social media platforms, it's one little step that can go a long way in increasing community engagement. And you saw it too. If you look at the live stream on the Facebook, along with yours, we had thousands of views. We had thousands of people commenting, different ideas, their opinions.
Yep.
And that increases engagement, and that's what we want. So we're moving in the right direction in that regard. We have a lot to do in terms, as you can see, in cleaning up facilities. We have a lot to do in terms of cleaning up this district at the top down, and it really starts from the leadership level.
Yep.
And the most important, and it's really important, I say, the most important thing any school committee can do is hire the correct superintendent.
Agreed.
That's very important, and my opinion, this is something the school committee will take seriously.
This is probably the worst one we've ever had, and we've had some pretty bad ones. I'm talking like abusive ones, crazy, like lying ones. Yeah. This one is just...
Yeah, it just seems like everything's a problem.
Yeah, it's almost like she would literally do anything that she's told to do to make sure she keeps her paycheck.
Yeah.
And that's a terrible person to have.
Yeah. Collin, I know you're not feeling good. I don't want to keep you too much longer, but I have to ask because it's important to ask. And that is, the most recent information that we received about the abuse that took place in the schools and at the hands of a what we call para-educator and an autistic child. Can you speak to that? What the committee, how the committee's involved? I mean, I know that it's in litigation right now and there's legalities involved, but just, as a school committee member, obviously you get this information. How do you react to that?
Sure. I'll say this to start off with. This is something that it's obviously horrible, what took place. And I hope this child is okay, both physically and mentally. That's most important right now.
Fuck that bitch.
Secondly, making sure the family's okay and addressing the issue. We don't know much more than you. We don't really actually know anything more than what's out there in the public. We receive information late. We have committee members that are trying to follow up on questions, and we're getting stonewalled on getting answers.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Elected officials can't get answers.
But it's also important to note that the committee's responsibility is policy
Boomer, you're
making.
so funny in the comments right now.
And what we need to do with personnel is start from the top, is make sure we have the right people at the top, which starts and first and foremost with the superintendent. With that being said, it's really important from what I hear from different parents in the community that this may not have been a one-off case. And so there needs to be more investigations. We make sure we have the appropriate policies in place in terms of training, in terms of reporting, in terms of HR, making sure we're hiring the right people. And that's something that we'll be addressing in a broad spectrum as a committee in the next upcoming months. We have a policy subcommittee meeting tomorrow to go over some HR practices. But there's a few. I guess the bottom line is there's a few different ways that this issue needs to be addressed, and not even just at Viveris, throughout the entire district to make sure there's no more cases like this. We receive one of my biggest quarrels as a committee member. We receive all these complaints. We refer them down to the superintendent, but we hear nothing on the disposition, which is in our policy that we're supposed to.
Right.
However, I think you're going to be, hopefully in the next month or two, you're going to see some substantive changes throughout the entire district that
looking forward to it.
happy about.
Well, I think it's necessary. I think it gets to a point where if you
If it
don't
doesn't
do
happen,
something,
you're gonna have
it
you're gonna
becomes
have 10
negligent.
times the lawsuits.
Right? You become
It's negligence at
yeah,
this
yeah.
point.
It's negligence. You become liable because if just
The
not doing
lawsuits
anything
that are
about it,
gonna
right?
come are absurd.
Yeah, yeah.
No, of course.
But they don't care. It's not their money.
And not even just from a school committee level, just at all. We got to make sure that I know there is a criminal investigation, which I'm happy there is. I know there's a DCF investigation.
As there should be.
So
There should have been
hopefully
last year
that'll
when
get
she
to
was
the
accused of this stuff.
of that specific case right there.
Yeah.
What's the next steps going forward to make sure this doesn't happen again is what's most important. So
Yeah.
that there needs to be addressed in policy. I'm the policy subcommittee chair, so it's something that I know myself, and I don't want to speak for other members, but I'm fairly confident other members want to address this as well.
But Collin,
Making sure
hey,
that
what is this?
that we
Hey,
also have our files from the top down as well.
what is this going to cost the taxpayers, brother? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I understand that you guys are going to get engaged and there are things that are going to be done, but right now it's already happened, right? At the end of the day, what is this going to cost the taxpayers, right? Millions, right? Because this is obviously a lawsuit, right? Not to mention what it's going to cost for lawyers, the court fees, all of those things. By the time we're done, this is like a $10 million problem. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Another one.
right? Another one. Like, and so
I don't disagree.
The mayor said that doesn't happen. Stop it.
I
all
don't
lies.
disagree that. I don't disagree with your take on that. I think it's too soon to tell what the exact number would be, obviously. But and again, I'm trying to look at it from the aspect of we need to make sure this doesn't happen again. With this specific case, we need to get more information, either at the next meeting or just through a debriefing, because we don't know much more than the general public does. And in my opinion, that's an issue because we should be kept apprised of all the issues in the district so we can adjust either if there's an issue with policy, if there's an issue, and I'm speaking hypothetically, but if there's an issue, if a certain chain of command wasn't followed or certain protocols wasn't followed, we oversee the superintendent. So there's one thing right there that needs to be looked at. And
Doesn't seem like you guys oversee her. It
It's-
seems,
yeah,
it seems
yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
fully.
Look, she's doing her own
She's
thing.
got full autonomy.
Yeah,
she does
she's
whatever
doing
the
her
hell
own
she
thing.
wants and doesn't
Yeah,
have to answer to
yeah.
anybody.
She's doing her
That's
own
what it
thing.
seems like to me.
Yeah.
Sad as well. Someone just, and I'm actually going to go watch the channel. Just before I called, someone called me and said there was a Channel 12 report out on there. I believe some of the individuals involved may have spoke, so I'm going to go listen to that as well so I can keep myself more informed. Because like I said, we don't hear anything, barely anything from the superintendent. And we're told things often as they happen. We don't get much of a notice, like, for not even just with this specific incident, but, like with the snow, like with, closing down the school, opening up the school, things like that. We need to work on communication.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, you know, and I'm very optimistic, brother, because, you know, I think, you know, with Kevin being vice chair, I think that really is the momentum, right? Like taking the bull by the horns. I think there isn't a better human for that position.
No, and I like the new added people as well. I think we actually have people who care about the system and about the kids, not what Coogan wants. We have people that actually care about the city as a whole.
Yeah, Coogan just has to look to the left. For some reason, he doesn't like looking to the left at that table. I don't know why.
Well, because Mimi's not over there anymore.
No, I think I think that was just. I think because we were asking all the questions. Hopefully you.
I'm busted chops. I'm just busted chops because I think a couple of times she was raising her hand and he didn't notice. You know what I mean? He just wasn't looking to the left.
Doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
He was very focused on Kevin and I.
You guys are a handful.
At least you didn't talk about your clothes this time. So
No, we need it. Well, brother, listen, I won't keep you, dude. I know you're not feeling well. Thank you so much for calling in, brother. We really appreciate it. I know the fans and the constituents really appreciate hearing from you, brother. I got to be honest with you. Of everyone, aside from Gabriel, of course, you're probably one of the most vocal and available, politicians that we have in the city. And I'm grateful for that, bro. And I'm glad to know you.
I'm just a citizen.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you for all you do, and Boomer, thank you for all you do as well. And I hope you both have a great night.
Appreciate it. Take care, Colin.
Better.
Right. He's always a pleasure, isn't he?
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
He's always a good kid. His heart's always in the right place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm sure he can definitely piss people off and rub people the wrong way, but when he's on something, he's on something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But he's not afraid to admit when he's wrong either. You know, and for a young kid, like I respect that.
He has a superpower. You know what that is? I've never seen somebody so calm, cool, and collective. Like no matter what the situation is,
How pissed everybody else around him is.
he never his
doesn't react.
cadence is always the same. Like it's always, and I'm like, wow, that's like a superpower, bro. How do I figure? I'm Portuguese, so for me,
I'm
and
not
like you,
built
bro,
that way. I'm not built that way.
I can't hide nothing, dude. I can't hide a
not
single
built that
thing. It's
way.
all over my face. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? He is a politician. I'm not.
Right.
I'm just somebody who stands up to him, and you have to be in that political environment to do so. Because I've learned that doing it from the streets wasn't enough, unless you had 10,000 people with you, right? Yeah. The only way you can fight these people and bring out the bad and the dirt and go after them is publicly. And you don't get, you don't. How many times I fought these people and went after these people and nothing happened, right? Now all of a sudden you go on Channel 10 and it's that easy to make people look stupid that have been doing this for 6 years, right? Obviously, unfortunately, he still has half the city works for him, so he still has enough votes to just cover it plus what they did. But the reality is, you have to be in politics you got to get in the dirt to fight the dirt.
There's an understanding. Like you have to play an instrument. Like that's the way you have to play an instrument. If you don't know, you don't know. But I see it. But listen, real quick, congratulations to Carol Fiola. Like without her, the Lafayette parking lot wouldn't be open, right? Like
you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Is she went to the meeting?
Man,
Flint Association
I saw
meeting.
the whole thing happen.
Well, she didn't even go. She had representatives go because she's busy, right?
Yeah.
She had representatives go.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Did you even try? Did you even ask?
People don't know.
So we started messaging and
I was say people don't know.
Emailing the governor.
Yes.
People have no idea
People
what was
don't
going
know
on
that
behind
was
the scenes.
happening. Right. Exactly.
Exactly. Congratulations. I'm glad she did it. Thank you very much. It's about time you start listening to the people, whether you listen to the people or your bosses, because it's election year. I don't really care. But something positive finally got done in the Flint.
Yeah.
You finally did something. Thank you. Maybe you should do that all over the city so we can clean our damn streets.
Dude, there are empty
Use common
parking lots
sense
everywhere.
We don't have driveways in the nice neighborhoods.
Hey.
We don't get to live there. Well, I do, but everybody else does.
Even if you didn't park cars in the driveways and you put snow in them, like if you have these empty lots and you don't want to put cars there because of liability,
fine.
Just
use them and put all the snow there.
Just dump the snow in there and then let it melt. Like just do that. Like utilize some space.
We're just gonna leave it on the streets and the sidewalks, and
Dude, we're
gonna hurt people, and then we're gonna let it melt on the streets.
She had a post. She put a post up.
I know. And you notice she didn't give any credit to the people who gave her the idea to do this, right? She didn't give any credit to those people. She took complete credit for it. It's an election year, right?
Yeah.
I will give her credit where it's due because she did it. Outside of that, she had nothing to do with it. She had nothing to do with it.
Do you think she did it, or
No,
she just took
easy
the
this
call?
is.
Maybe she just took. Maybe she just got the call. Maybe somebody.
I think no. Her little minions are online. Oh God, you're getting hit for this. You're getting hit for this. Oh crap. Okay, I guess I do have to go and actually make the call and say I'm going to do this. She never even made the call. There's no way she did. Who's going to say no? Who's going to say no? It's safety for the kids. What government official is going to say no to that? She did. And then all of a sudden it's hours later after we're all emailing and sending messages and we got half the city emailing Maura Healey, all of a sudden.
But she's saving
worry, guys.
Coogan too. She's saving all her buddies.
She needs to.
Yes, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on.
That's what she does.
Yes, there's a lot going on.
You gotta understand. She's
the cleaner, right? She's the fixer-upper, right? The cleaner.
Yes.
Yes.
She's the one. So everybody that's running against everybody else, she's the one that's going to go after everybody. She's the one that's going to protect everybody and back everybody. She needs them.
Yeah.
Because that's how the waterfront gets done. That's how all the money comes in. She controls all that. They control all that.
Did you catch the interview with Mike Cilia, the former reporter? Did you catch the interview with her?
Some of it.
Well, I did. I
have a hard time just watching the
me
nonsense.
too. But I'm glad I did because it made sense to me.
Of course.
Because she actually talks about how she's doing, how she got where she is.
Yep.
And I almost want to say, this is just my observation. I think she might have said a little too much. You know what I mean? Because it all makes sense where she came from, where she worked, where she started, the people that she worked with. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Like she was literally raised into this position.
Of course. She was groomed for it.
Right. 100%.
And now everybody behind her.
Yeah.
She understands the system.
What's
and
next
how
for
to
her?
put people
What would
where
she
they
do
need to
next?
be.
If she's not, what would she do next? She's not senator. What is she doing next?
Once they get the money for the waterfront, they're not staying here. Why would she stay here?
So you think she's
You
going to
know
leave
what kind
politics?
of catastrophe we're going to live in?
So you think she's going to leave politics? You don't think she'll go for a higher?
I think she's going to leave the state. Period.
You don't think she'll go for higher office?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so. I think she leaves the state. Period.
I don't know a whole lot about her, so I try to be very careful. Like my opinion is what I see, like what I see.
It's all we can go by,
but
right?
it's hard because I
I'm not
never want to
friends with
say I never want to talk shit about somebody that I don't know. But dude, from what I see, it's all shady, bro. Everything's shady. Like, I yet to see, like, even her standing there with her Louboutins, right? Raising money for the bridge, right? Like, all of that, just to me, I'm like, what is this? Like, look at this theater, man. This is crazy.
Maybe that's what I got to do to raise money.
Yeah, dude,
Maybe
right?
that's what I got to do.
Yeah. You probably look cute in some Louboutins, I bet.
I think so.
You
If I had
got,
some-
you got little feet, right?
If these were red bottoms, I'd
Yeah, for sure,
I'd turn
dude.
around so I can.
Yeah, we'd have 100,000
I
watches,
can angle
like,
them to the
views right
camera.
now.
I'll
Yeah.
angle them to the camera.
Dude, we'd
for
have
everybody.
100,000 views right now. We
Do
would. We would. No, we would. If you had.
If I had red bottoms?
Yeah, if you had red bottoms.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd probably get more votes from the other side too.
That's what it would take. That's what it would take. Yeah, so I've been simulcasting.
Jody, I need some red bottoms.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on.
I've been simulcasting.
Hey, don't come talk to me. I'm white. I don't know anything about that
I just
stuff.
need you to look them up on Google while you're over there doing nothing, bro.
I'll look some up on Temu.
Perfect. Listen, those are the ones I need because those are the ones I can afford. I actually gotta feed my kids.
Oh,
All my kids don't live off the taxpayers.
Oh fuck, you're funny, dude.
Yeah.
There's
I
a lot
say
of
how
that.
it is.
There's a lot of that.
The nepotism is what destroyed the city.
Yeah.
This constant. They have built a system that you can't even get into unless you know somebody, unless you're related to somebody.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Yes, there's a design. There is a design.
And
yes.
the people that are so
Yes.
frustrated and want to speak up are petrified because they know what happens when they do.
Yep. Dude, Seth Aiken said it best.
Why I don't care.
Seth, obviously, you guys know Seth is running for DA.
Yep.
And Tom, who was the DA, Quinn decides, hey, I'm not running for re-election.
Yeah. And you know the first thing they did, they went out and grabbed
So-
they got to grab the name that we need. We need
To
a
my
name.
point.
Here's Markey,
So Markey
who's trash.
says,
by the way.
I'm gonna run for DA.
He's done nothing.
And
as a
Seth
rep.
says, Bobby, he goes, it's fine that he can do that. Like, he has the right to do that. He can go and run. He goes, but the problem is, he goes, he believes that position, he's entitled to it.
Yes.
Like, he believes that in the world of
Because of his
succession,
name. Yes.
that he is entitled to get that position.
Yes.
He's like, he doesn't feel for 1 second that me as a Republican that I should win
Absolutely.
and have that position.
Absolutely.
Dude, that blew my mind when I heard him say
He's
that.
not wrong. He's
That-
not wrong.
Dude, blew my mind.
These people feel like, oh my
Yes.
God, how dare you run against me? How dare you try to get a position that you're nobody. You're not a name. You don't have family in
Right.
this. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Dude, that is crazy.
Nobody people tell me like, dude, you're crazy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like you thought they went after you bad before. You know what's going to happen? Yes, I know exactly what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is all the little minions that are online and mad about stuff from 20, 30 years ago and
Yeah.
still living in the past because
Well, because there's nothing else, bro.
they have nothing
There's
else and they got to blame
yes.
somebody for their
Yeah,
miserable
everything's
lives.
stale, bro.
Like those people help them. They keep these people in power. And then they're the ones bitching for the next 2, 4, 6 years, complaining about the way things are. You are the problem. You keep those people in because good people don't want to run because you can't handle life.
Yep.
It's reality.
Real quick, what do you think of Seth?
I like Seth. I mean, I didn't like some of the things that he did while he was the administrator.
Yep.
I know he didn't have a whole lot of say in that.
Yeah, right. Well, we talked a little bit about that in the interview.
Yep.
We did touch on that. Yeah.
I know it's micromanaged up
Yeah.
there.
The
I know
Sam
I know
Sutter, the
reality.
whole-
Yeah,
yeah.
I know the reality of what's up there and stuff.
Yeah.
And how Coogan is, and if somebody's in and Viola says they're staying, no matter what Seth does, or whoever the administrator is. Which, by the way, we never have one because his whole team left. Right? Nobody wants to work for him. HR just left too. Right? Just nobody wants to work for these people. They know what's coming. They know, like nobody wants to put their name on the dirt that these people do. What does that tell you? If nobody wants to work for you, are you really a leader?
And you know what? I don't want to hear recall.
You're literally king nothing.
I'm sick and tired of recall. Look, you should have voted. You should have showed up.
I
And
agree.
you should have. At this point,
I don't pay it any mind.
That's
People
it.
share it to me all the time. How
Yeah.
do we recall them? How
Yeah,
do we recall
dude,
them?
really? No, you know what?
You wanted to
shouldn't have
recall
voted.
them, you should have
Yeah,
did it in
right.
November.
Exactly.
Listen,
now you want to
I'm
make a
not gonna
difference?
go out and recall them.
No,
That's
no.
not my job.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to do the next
Yeah.
best thing.
Yep.
I'm going to run for higher up. I'm going to run against them all, and I'm going to run against the system, and I'm going to keep calling out the system and keep
Yep.
fighting. And you know what, Bobby? If I don't win the Senate, guess what? The mayoral race is next. And
Yeah.
I will keep running. Oh, he's just going to keep losing. No, I'm going to keep running.
Absolutely.
None of you are out here running. None of you are trying.
Right.
How dare you put people down
Right.
that are trying to fight for you?
Right.
The fact that you can say things like that and look at it like it's a negative thing that somebody continues to try to fight for you.
Who's saying that to you?
Oh God, the nonsense.
Is this just like the Facebook people?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can't imagine anybody walking up to you to your face.
Oh, not one.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
one.
Like who?
Not
like
one,
I'd love
ever.
to talk to a person. Like, you know what?
Not
Call
one,
in.
ever.
Call in right now if you want to. 508-475-9499. If that's the conversation you
Not
want to have.
one, ever.
Because nobody's saying that, dude.
And you know,
nobody's saying that.
The people that call into like the new WSAR, I call it the new WSAR because I'll actually mention their name now. You know, the people that call in today and say, "Well, you were easy on some of the and we know who it is, right? Easy on some of the candidates because you know they had court proceedings and stuff that we didn't know about. You didn't know about. First of all, court proceedings are public, right? It's not like I'm Secret Service, right?
Right.
They're public.
Right.
Two, they've been mentioned on every show. I am the most vetted candidate I've ever seen out here.
Well, you're also the most
Ever.
open. You're the most
I've
open.
been on
Yes,
every
yes.
show. I've been on every
Yes.
debate. I've gone to I'm the only candidate that went to every single thing asked of me. Every meeting, every community, every little RTC, every single thing they asked me for.
Yep.
The Flint Association, the Maplewood Association, every single one that asked for their little debates. And some of them had the rules of you can't debate. You can just answer these questions. And of course, here's the cookie cutter ones for him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he didn't even show up to the ones that he knew were going to be tough, right? I showed up. I have no idea what these people are going to ask.
Right.
There's no great big book of everything for me.
Sure.
I answer the questions.
Right.
To the best of my abilities because they're coming from the heart. This is reality.
Right.
I live just like you. I'm not a millionaire. I don't live in the, yes, I live in a nice area. I pay for it.
Dude, you busted
I
your
bust
ass for
my
that.
ass
Yeah,
to
nobody
pay
gave
for
you
this.
that, dude. Nobody
exactly.
gave you that. Right.
And then it's,
Dude, you need a big house. You have 6 kids.
the people needed
Six
to
kids
know.
need a big
Correct.
house, dude.
Correct. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I can show you the tax bill. I know what I pay for that house.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous.
Right,
And you know it's the people, right? And it's like, and you get 400 messages. Dude, are you listening to this right now? This guy's still living in 2002. Are you serious? Yeah, that's the stuff you're dealing with.
Right.
These people are so entrenched in blaming everybody else for their miserable lives. They have to hold everybody else down.
Are you hearing that now? Is it like happening now? Is it?
Yeah, it's still the same people.
Because you technically
like,
haven't-
like when I came in, Jody had mentioned, did you see the comment from this person?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely, of course I did.
Yeah.
But then they block you, and it's like, well, no,
Yeah.
I only get the screenshots.
Well, but technically you're
Why
not.
block me and talk trash?
You're not technically running yet.
No,
right?
No,
so
you can't pull papers yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just a taxpayer like you.
Right.
I call out everybody how I see it. If Coogan was the answer, people wouldn't be bitching right now. Taxes wouldn't be as high as they are right now. Crime wouldn't be where it is right now. Whatever happened to the girl that they said overdosed that we know isn't the case what happened?
Right.
Where are all these cases that we called out? Where are all these real rates and murder rates? Why did the school requirements and the school failures come out after the election? Why did the crime stats come out after the election?
they just-
Because his people are in office and in power and they have jobs. It's
damage control.
And it's damage control.
It's
And
just
they
damage
lied to
constantly.
you. They lied to you 100%. It was
Yes.
fact-checked by a reporter. It was fact-checked by everybody.
Yep.
100%. When have you ever seen 100% truth? When I speak, when I talked. That's when I went after it.
Yep.
That's it. And it was all fact-checked. Oh, well, I disagree. You can disagree all you want. It doesn't change the facts.
Right.
Right? It doesn't change the facts.
Right.
So, if he wasn't so cocky about everything, I'm not cocky. I'm firm in my beliefs. It's not being cocky when I call out the reality and you still vote for it and then you bitch about it 2 weeks later.
Dude,
you don't get to bitch.
No, I
You
would
don't.
say this wholeheartedly. If I thought, and this is Bobby Couto, this is without any bias whatsoever. I went to the recall. I voted. I was a part of all of this. If I thought for 1 second that this election was 100% shenanigan free, I would say that. This election was 100% shenanigan free. But that's not the case, dude. There were a lot of shenanigans, dude.
course.
There were so many shenanigans in so many different places. And I wasn't aware of this. And the truth is, you watch these movies, dude, and you hear about like these old. It's not about how many votes you get. It's about who counts the vote. And that's the truth, bro.
Who's there when the vote's
It's
being
100%, dude.
Well, how do you
Yes.
look? We're not going to call out everything,
No,
right?
no, right.
Because we know what to look for
Right, 'cause
right
I don't
now.
want- I don't wanna
And
sound like we're just beating up
exactly.
bad
And we
dirt
have the
here.
right people watching now,
Yes.
so they can't do it again, right?
Right.
So when you look at it, how do you sit there and say the unofficial number is this? The actual official number was this, but then when you go to a hand count, you go to the recount, all of a sudden the official number dropped again.
Yeah.
How official is that number?
Right.
How?
Right. And this one person's making this decision.
You're
Like,
talking
it's
a
not
whole difference, and
dude,
everybody just ignored it like it was okay.
Right. And it wasn't a committee. It's what's his face. It's just one person.
Just Ryan, yeah.
That's it. Whatever he decides. And who does he work for, dude?
Who hired him?
You know
Who
what
does
I'm
he
saying?
work-
Like, who hired
Right,
him?
And I'm not
Right.
saying Ryan does a bad job. I like Ryan. I think Ryan does a good job. However, there's way too much power and money involved
Shenanigans.
to trust any of them. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We saw firsthand the reality behind certain
Dude, and
things.
it's theater, like the judge being there, and him, like all of that was theater, bro.
It's all intimidation.
And he walked around like intimidating, like he was intimidating people.
Oh, yeah.
That with his paper, like he was literally like I got that vibe from him as soon as he came near me with his jack. Like I'm like, who is this guy? I actually asked him like, who is this guy? And he's like, oh, you don't know who that is? I'm like, I have no idea who that is, but he's throwing like some crazy energy around, and the judge, and somehow he had some overseeing on what was going on there. We all had to stay in our. My point is this: I had to stay right here. They're like, Bobby, you can't move from this space. You have to stay right over here. And that dude was frolicking throughout the whole event,
Talk
like
to whoever they want,
right?
whatever they want. Yeah,
Right.
I expected that, right? And what did I do? I need everybody to look out for this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And everybody that looked out for that stuff, what happened? We knew exactly what we were looking for because it's the only way they could do it.
Right.
And they did it.
Right.
They pulled it off. But I wasn't going to pay the $150,000 to go and fight it for 11,000 people to come out.
Right.
You know,
True,
do I
true,
think the mail-in
true,
votes mattered?
Dude, if
I
people,
think they stopped taking those votes once
Yes.
they saw what was really coming
Yes.
in.
I'm
and who they were
convinced.
coming in for.
Dude.
They were all
Yes.
post-dated in
Yes.
time.
I'm convinced.
Mail
if-
got in there before 5 o'clock. You're going to tell me you didn't get to them by 8 o'clock?
Right.
Where's the mail? As if I go ask the postmaster if this was delivered, then what?
Yeah.
It's an investigation, right?
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Dude, I think if the working man had shown up,
They could not lose
They
this.
would have voted. Yeah, you wouldn't have lost. You would have won that.
Of
but
course.
but they just didn't show up. We allowed the bottom.
did it
And,
to
and
themselves.
again, I hate to keep bringing this up, but just to hash it out once and for all. Like we allowed the bottom feeders to make the decision, and now here we are. And you know what? This is just the beginning. Like, what happens if we get a hurricane? Right? This is disaster response. Like, so in my work, in my line of work, what I do when I'm not podcasting, I'm in facilities and maintenance.
Yep.
So I manage 50 fixed sites, 18 mobile trucks, and I have to manage that no matter what the weather is, right? So for me, proactive is very, very important. So if I know there's bad weather coming, if I know that there's a hurricane that's coming, whatever the case may be, I am preparing for that. So here we are, like, you know, it's going to snow in the winter because that's what it does. It snows in the winter. We're in New England.
England,
You
it's
don't
weird.
prepare in any way, shape, or form. Then it happens, and then it's everybody else's fault. It's literally now it's your fault because you park on the wrong side of the street. It's now your fault.
You know who's prepared to show up every time? My National Guard soldiers. You know why? Because they have leadership.
There you go.
Because I lead my troops
So
and
say you're
prepare
the
my
mayor.
troops to get
so
them ready.
so Gabriel Amaral is the mayor of Fall River.
Yep.
Are you calling in saying, "Hey, National Guard, come on in, help us clean this shit up"? Like bring
Why not?
some.
Why
Yeah,
not?
dude, absolutely.
Why not?
I didn't even think of that until you just
Why
mentioned
not?
it. Right? Why
You
not?
know how many vehicles and front end loaders and things that we have
Yes.
and trained soldiers that
Dude,
we have that could do this?
Even proactively.
In a heartbeat.
Yes, even if you
In a
had them.
heartbeat.
Yeah, even if you had them set up. Even
You know
if
who
you had
doesn't
them
even
set up.
understand that they could do that?
Yep.
The mayor.
Yep. Hey, I got Marco calling in. Do you want to check that Bluetooth again and
Uh-oh.
see if that's on? You got to make sure
Marco
that's
in the
on.
house.
Yeah.
Let's see it. All right.
The Bluetooth is on.
Yeah, I got him on Roadcaster. He's connected to Bluetooth right now, and I can't hear him.
Okay, so he is on. I don't know why it's not working.
Not even a little
hold
bit.
Hold up. Let me see if I can click this thing
Yeah.
real quick.
Don't break it.
I'm not gonna break it. Don't worry.
All right, because I'll put him on speaker. Mark, are you there? I'm gonna put him on speaker.
I thought I heard him.
Oh, we can hear him on
yeah, I
speaker.
got him.
I swear to God,
Yeah, I got him on. Dude, technical difficulties. If you use the QR code, it's perfect. But Marco, Andrade, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, my friend?
What's up, buddy?
Good, good. Listen, I was sitting here listening to the show and enjoying every moment of it.
Thank you, brother.
You are the man.
Thank you,
I
brother.
appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Oh, is that me or Boomer? Which one? Who's the man? Both of us?
Actually, both of you.
We're the men.
What about me?
Oh, we got Jody over there too, brother.
Joe,
He's 27 now. He's a man.
Yeah, I'm a man now. I got hair on my chest.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So what's going on, brother? Thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it, man.
No, absolutely, man. Thank you for taking the call. I'm on limited time here. I got to head to Providence, but I just want
Always
to
on the
do a
go.
little plug.
Dude, you are the man. Like you're like the wind, bro. You're always moving. You're always moving.
I got to schedule 3 weeks in advance to meet with him tomorrow.
What is it? Actually, me and Boom are meeting tomorrow, actually.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah,
I love to hear
got
that.
some good things coming up.
Yeah.
But tonight, I'm actually heading to the George in downtown Providence on Washington Street. I'm going to go see Alex playing the piano. If anybody's not doing anything, come on down to the George over on Washington Street. And I just wanted to do a little quick plug here for Saturday night. We're at the Brew House.
Yes, sir.
Sinatra night is back there.
Oh, that's Taylor Cormier coming back, right?
Yeah, he's back here Saturday night.
Excellent.
At the Brew House in Fall River. I know there are some seats still possibly available, I think.
All right, listen, and as everybody knows, anybody who calls and makes a reservation with you or calls in the number, what's the number to call in for reservations? Do you have that? I don't want to put you on the spot.
I don't have that on me.
I'll share it.
We'll
I'll
put it
share
in the comments.
Yeah, I think I actually
put it
have
on
it.
the
But
post.
if anybody calls in and they do a reservation and they mention the Bobby Couto show, they get a complimentary bottle of wine on me. So that's
that's absolutely.
Don't tell Jess that.
You're the man, Bobby. You're the man.
and then we have Saturday is at the Brew House, and then on the 7th is it?
7th. That's the big one.
That's the big one. Can we talk about that for a minute?
We got Saturday night, February 7th. It's our comedy show. It's our second comedy show at the Brew House. We got DJ Incognito, who's going to be DJing until midnight, and we got national headliner from the Comedy Connection, from the Mixed Comedy Stop in Boston.
Nice.
Annie Powell, she's going to be there, and also a brand new, not brand new, but he's kind of a newcomer to the area who's on fire right now, Lucas Estrella. He's going to be performing as well.
Dude, I swear I saw him on television. I know I saw him on television.
So he was, it's kind of funny you say that because he just opened up for Matt Rife.
Matt Rife.
Oh, wow.
He's been doing shows with Matt Rife, so he's been an opening act with him.
Dude, so these are like headliners that are in our city, dude. So why wouldn't you go? Why wouldn't you participate? Why wouldn't you be a part of this? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Last time we had Stacy Couto and these are all.
Carucci, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, these are all national headliners that are coming. I mean, that's one of the greatest things. I mean, there's many comedy shows around. I mean, all local people, but these performers are actually national headliners. I mean, Annie's going to be over at Nick's Comedy Stop, I believe. The night before she's here in Fall River, she's going to be at Nick's Comedy Stop.
Okay.
In Boston, headlining, at Nick's in downtown Boston.
Yeah.
So, but we also, I believe, we do have some tickets to give away with your show, correct?
Yes, sir. We have 4. Yep, we have 4. Yep.
4, correct. Yeah. So, it's going to be good. But it's going to be a great time. It's actually going to be a great time. I mean, I'm actually super excited about this show.
Yeah.
And,
Me too, bro. I love doing the live show, bro. I love being there for the live show and then kind of melting into it, bro.
5 to 7, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I also have Aaron Bernardo who's going to be coming down. Aaron Bernardo with Bernardo Boxing. He's got a major fight Friday the 13th. He's actually making he's retired. He hasn't fought. And he's doing a comeback fight, dude. He hasn't fought in something like 15 years. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to have him come in. He's going to talk about that. Not to mention, Marco, you got to get in on this. I'm going to introduce you to Aaron. Dude, he's doing I don't want to say. Can you say midget? Is it midget? Is that?
So no, that's I was actually just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
Because we've done that before at the Volta in Bedford. So it's the tiny, not tiny dancer, but it's the tiny wrestlers.
Tiny wrestlers? Okay, I don't want to be like derogatory towards the little guys. Yeah.
It's because
Like the
it's the same
minifigures?
organization. They do like mini Kiss. They have the Kiss.
Yeah. Right.
The tiny dancers.
Yes.
Which we'll loop that out.
Yes.
That's awesome. I freaking love it.
Yeah, but I guess Aaron's having an event. And dude, I'm so excited for that. Because, dude, what's more fun than that, bro? What's more fun than that?
I just shared that on my page. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to make that connection. I want you to actually on the 7th when we're there. I'm gonna introduce you to Aaron, dude. He's an amazing human being, bro, and he's part of the circle, brother. He's part of the circle.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I've never met him, so
Yeah. So listen, real quick, talk about the weekend here. I know you got a lot going on. So what are some of the quick fire spots going on right now where people want to go hang out?
So for this weekend, we got tonight. Where, like I said, we're at the George in downtown Providence. Alex is going to be playing the piano till about 11 o'clock there. Following that, if people still want to hang out and still want to do some stuff, they go to Moonshines and they got a live entertainment going on there. Tomorrow night, we have Medici in downtown Providence, which is the old Ultra nightclub right in downtown. We got 30s Plus night going on there. Live entertainment at Moonshines as well. That's for tomorrow night. And then Saturday night, Sinatra night. Or in Fall River, and then we have Medici as well. Again, 2 rooms, DJ one on the lounge, DJ on the nightclub side, free admission on both sides, and then of course on the 7th we have our show down at the comedy show over at the Blue House.
Perfect.
He's gonna be my campaign manager. He's gonna keep me updated on all the events going on. Let's go.
So Social Table Events, Marco Andrade, go follow and subscribe. Dude, I appreciate you, brother. And listen, we got to get you in the studio. Like that's got to happen. I know we do the live shows, but I love to get you in here and sitting down and having some conversation with us because you got the energy, brother. You got the secret sauce.
Absolutely, guys.
Gonna have to give up all those secrets. How to,
Yeah,
how to
right?
be successful, like
Dude, yeah, that's what we got to talk about, man. We got to talk about the past. I know you don't want to, but we have to, bro.
Oh man, you know,
You're a legend, brother. You're a legend.
You know, it's funny because I got something for you, and again, I should have it by the 7th, and I'm going to give it to you on air. It's going to be something great.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
love it.
I can't wait. Some cold hard cash, bitches. Some cold hard cash.
Oh goodness, oh man, don't even get me going.
I appreciate you, Marco. You have a great
That's for
night,
the tiny
brother.
dancers. You can't have that
Thank you
cash.
so much, brother.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
Take care, bud. See you tomorrow.
Have a good night, guys.
I totally forgot about the 31st. I will be there the 31st too because I said I was gonna bring my father with. Because I think Marco told me he asked me to do something that day too. So
For the Sinatra thing? Or?
yeah, I'm bringing my
It's a
father.
good show. He does a good job.
That's a great show.
Yeah, it's my father's birthday, the 31st.
Is it?
Yeah, he's turned 71.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll
Happy
tell you what.
birthday.
You and your dad go there. You guys are my guests for his birthday.
All right,
You
yep.
guys are my guests.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
We'll reserve you. We'll give you a table for two there. I know you got to do some work, but nonetheless, we'll have a good time. You can hang out with us.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm with that.
Are you coming, Boomer? You gonna be there?
The
7th?
Oh, the 7th. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
This Saturday, I don't know.
The 31st. Yeah.
The
this
7th, I'm
is-
planning on going. Yeah, I gotta make sure arrangements for the army and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I should be.
That's
there.
right. You're still doing that.
I meant the kids. I don't care about the real army.
No, I'm saying with the real army. You're still doing the real
Yeah,
army.
I am. But it's at the end. You know.
Yeah.
And honestly, I gotta finish till August 31st. Really.
Yeah.
I just had my last neuro appointment and everything
Oh, yeah?
else
Yeah.
to get all the paperwork done
Nice.
and finalized. They've been screwing it for 2 years now. You know what I
course.
mean? Going on 2 years.
Right.
Again, the state doesn't want to pay pensions. They're going to fight this stuff to the end. That's what they do. But I did my time. I'm good. That's kind of I show up, I do my thing. And
Well,
I leave.
Marco forgot, but I'm going to mention it just because I'm going to mention it. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There is an event at the Brewhouse District. It's social table events.
Yeah.
He's having.
Marco, I'm disappointed you didn't mention that, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a big one.
That's
And,
an important night.
Again,
I don't remember the day until the day of.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
scrambling to find things.
Yeah. So make sure you
God.
book that, reserve that. And the Bobby Couto show, same thing. If you call and mention the Bobby Couto show, you get a complimentary bottle of wine on the
If
house.
he doesn't know I'm with the Bobby Couto show by now, I don't.
I know, right? Like you get VIP. You get VIP.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
Yeah. So real quick, and I also want to mention the Brewhouse District last Saturday was the new menu. So Nick mentioned, like he
Nice.
actually, if you notice, he put some posts up that the restaurant was closed at 3:00.
Yeah.
So he did a family and friends event, and it was all with the new menu. So he's actually serving the new menu now.
I can't wait to go
Dude, me
talk
too,
to them
bro.
about the idea. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's gonna be
I
awesome.
think they're gonna love it.
Yeah, that's
They're
awesome.
gonna love it.
And you're meeting with Marco too, right? So
Yeah, I gotta see
marketing-
what time. I'll text him later
Yeah.
and see what time tomorrow. But yeah,
So
we're
much
supposed
going
to meet
on, bro.
tomorrow. We got a lot of different things to discuss.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
the marketing side,
Yeah.
the restaurant side, and then obviously the fun side.
So the audience should know, like, if you're interested in advertising on the Bobby Couto show, we're open for business. We're gonna
Yep.
we finally made a decision,
Yeah.
and legally
around, pay
we're
attention.
all set to go. And I think without question, I think we've built something solid. You know what I mean? I think
Absolutely.
there's a representation here, and I think anybody would be honored that we would
You know
represent
what
them.
it is?
You know?
Is it's finally real, right? There's no sugarcoating anything.
Right.
There's no bias.
Right.
People
People
obviously,
know.
Obviously, we have our bias in what
Yeah,
we believe,
absolutely.
but we don't stop
Yeah.
anybody else from saying what
Right.
they want to say and do what they want to do, right?
100%.
Minus the fake Chinese accounts that want to say,
Yeah, let 'em.
They want
They feed the
to talk
algorithm.
negative, right?
I
Like,
just blocked them. So,
don't worry
again,
about it. Let the cowards speak.
Oh, there
It's
was
fine.
another Chinese one.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I just blocked them.
Imagine having nothing to do in life except try to talk trash.
But
about
why do they
somebody
do Chinese,
as-
though? Is it
as
so you can't
a
see the
fake
name?
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
because they're
it's a fake
cowards.
profile.
Josh asked the question before: Are you against pre-release inmates from BCHOC going out and shoveling the bus stops and doing that stuff? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in work release and all that other stuff. I think that's a great program. I think there's a lot of ways to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the summer work programs. We should have that year round for for kids that, hey, you're on call, or the St. Vincent's teenagers, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Troubled kids, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
There's so many youth programs that we can do. Be on call for that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're going out. Here's your uniform. Here's this. Give them the right clothes.
Yeah,
Make sure
right,
we have it.
right.
It'll be a little bit of a cost, but you'd get grants.
It's worth it.
You'd get grants for all
Yeah,
this
it's
stuff,
worth it.
regardless. But you're teaching these kids that they matter. You're teaching them work ethic. You know what I mean? You're giving them a purpose, and they're making some money,
Yep.
and they don't have to struggle. And maybe that helps them stay away from that gang life because now they found a way to make some money.
Absolutely.
That's
There's some
not
pride.
McDonald's
There's some
or-
pride.
Exactly.
Dude, CETA was big for me. In fact, I
Absolutely.
had my first job at 13, and I've never stopped working, dude. I can't wait for Social
couldn't
Security.
do
I'm going to bank it when I get to Social Security, bro.
Right.
If it's still there.
Well, it will be. Trump just made sure of that forever.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
no?
So he's taken out of the hands of the Fed. So
Yeah.
they can't gamble without money anymore. Hopefully.
Taylor Perry, if you want to call in, Taylor, you can call in, buddy. Feel free to call in.
We
and
did talk.
we'll,
We did
I
talk
got the
about school
barcode
committee,
right
but
there.
Yeah, we
feel free
talked
to
a little
call.
bit about the school committee, but he's got a real, he's got an opinion and he has a point he'd like to make, and I'd love to have him do that.
Yeah, if you scan that QR code at the top left corner,
Yeah, Josh, and I agree.
You'll call right into the roadcaster, and I can answer your call.
That'd be perfect.
Free
Yeah.
resource, but honestly, I wouldn't even mind if it costs us a couple $2 in canteen or whatever for these people.
Yeah, Marco
you know?
just sent me the Valentine's Day info.
Nice. Thanks, Marco. Text me a time for tomorrow and where to be. I just as long as it's after 4 or before like 2 o'clock.
I love Marco.
I gotta work in between the kids.
He's like, what a great human.
He's a good
I love
dude.
to work with him.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we connected, and I'm glad he started paying attention to the politics when he did. And
Taylor said okay, so he's gonna be calling in a few
cool.
minutes.
Excellent.
she,
I am so sorry.
it's okay.
It's all good, man. Don't worry.
I'll mess with her, bro.
No worries.
Well, dude,
She writes really well, bro.
It's like
You'll be
Jody.
reading about yourself like it's a
my
novel.
name. It's like my name. My name's
Right.
a unisex name. You know, same thing with like Taylor. You know.
Yeah, but you know what?
I
You do
get it.
something weird. You and Corey, because it's Aunt Corey, Joe,
Of
Joe.
course,
Like I
John.
remember
I
when I
agree.
met these guys, I'm like, what is your name? I mean,
Right.
you, between the two of
You
you,
got different
you have,
names.
You have 13 names between the two of you. Like,
Who am
what
I
is
to
it?
talk? Freaking boomer, and it's not even my name.
I'm dead.
Here I am talking trash.
Hilarious. But
Yeah,
no,
it
I'm so
happens.
excited that there's a lot going on in the city. Like Marco's a big part of that.
There is.
Like even like Primo's. I'll be honest with you, dude. And this is I'm not I'm not throwing any hate at Primo's, but dude, the food, man. I just can't. For some reason, bro, it seems like they're that close.
They are.
But the
They are.
food just falls short every time I go, man. You know?
I've had it where it's been really, really great, and then I've had it where it's like, oh, dude, and then I see who comes out the kitchen, and it's like, all right, it makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, dude, like,
I
I-
won't call people out.
No,
on,
like I hate saying it because I always like, dude.
But they do
by
such
the
a
same
great
token,
job.
I would sit here and be like, oh, the food's
The
amazing.
service is amazing.
Yes.
The owners are amazing.
Yes.
The
Dude.
ambiance is amazing. All of
Yes.
it's amazing. I
Yes.
agree.
Yes.
I think they need to have someone back there just not by a false name recognition. They need
Sure,
to
sure.
actually get
Legitimate.
legit real chefs back there, and they would be the top spot in the city for that wine and dine life. I think they really have it. I think they're there.
All right, so we know the Bluetooth's not working, right?
Yeah.
Because I did hear him before you took him off.
It's on. I got Bluetooth. He's right now. I got connection on Bluetooth.
Is she on?
So I don't know if you can.
It probably needs a minute to connect or something.
No, it's connected, bro.
should
It's
be
connected. I'm gonna put on speaker again.
Speaker it is.
All right, speaker it is. Welcome to the show,
Hello.
Hi.
Taylor. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me good?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, great. I thank you for letting me call in and actually letting me speak on your show. The last time I tried to call the show, I got hung up so many times.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
There
we
was
don't do that here.
there was a whole team of us for that. We know.
No, I just wanted to make a big recognition for Manny yesterday. He quite impressed the parents today. Yesterday,
I
such as
agree.
Myself, seeing how he was dedicated and making proper accountability for safety for the children. That man needs to go. So when I've been watching this, what is his name? Boomer, help me.
Ken
Is
Pacheco.
it Ken Pacheco?
Yep.
The old man there?
Yes, Ken Pacheco.
Oh, old man. So, I've been watching on the school committee how he's milking that school department. With always, oh, we are short staffed. Oh, we need more contracts. And it's sickening already.
Yeah, everything's an excuse. There's never any answers. It's always the excuse. It's always the excuse.
Yeah, like he acts like he's been doing it for 20 years, but like someone says, you could be doing something for 20 years, but are you doing it right for the 20 years?
Correct.
Like
I was married for 24 years. I get it.
I appreciate Manny stepping in and actually holding him for accountability.
I am extremely happy that I voted for Manny. I am extremely happy with that vote. One of my best choices, I think, honestly.
Taylor, you have children in the school system now. Is that correct? Am I correct?
Yes, I do.
So tell me, what's that experience like? If you don't mind me asking, I mean, I know it's a broad question, but what's your experience like with the school system? I mean, because some people will be like, oh, I don't really have any issues with it, or it's a disaster. Like, how do you feel about it?
My strong opinion on this is my child attends Laterno, and I have to say that school, I've never had a problem with the school. It's the actual administration, the higher up.
Always.
Every time I ask of them to do something, the school, they're always there to support. I have to say, I love Laterno. I had everybody knows me as a headlights queen, crazy mom, this policy. And it all started from there from the beginning. I came up with a problem, and there was no direction to tell me how to start, how the training system goes. Everything wasn't a good communication. And I'm not a very good person to speak on the phone, but
You're doing amazing.
the decorum.
You're a parent in the school system. You're the
decorum
best
that
person.
It wasn't very welcoming. I find that every time you make your opinion, or a parent makes an opinion or an idea, it never is taken seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's always, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you.
Right.
And then they wait for the time to pass.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm
because they
saying?
know best. Taylor, they know best. That's why. You know what I mean? They know best. Right.
Nobody knows that.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No. I'm a parent that has ideas. I would have loved to be on a school committee because, to me, children is top priority no matter what.
100%.
Every shape and form.
100%.
Okay?
Yep.
But I'm not perfect. I'm a human being just like everybody else. I don't have all the answers. I don't know. So that's why, as this parent, will let these candidates that are on the team. I am so grateful and excited. But at the same time, I find that everybody thinks that they know it all, and they're entitled to their entitlement. Like, I'm a superintendent, and that's whatever I say, it goes, and they don't work together. This school committee, I see that it takes a village to raise a family, right?
Sure does.
Everybody's good at everybody is good at certain things. And I think that, Anna was she was a superintendent at one time.
She should have been the superintendent here.
Kevin was a principal. They all have their own strengths. And I think that's what's going to build the school system to go forward, because they're working together. What I noticed the last 2 years, from my experience, is that nobody wanted to work together.
Mm-hmm.
It was all favoritism,
Yes.
entitlement, who has the last word to say. They never really looked at children's needs. It's all this is what I say, because my name is so-and-so, and this is what I say. But now, I honestly think that this school committee is going to take the school to a different level if it continues to be for what I say. But the school department itself, I mean, I don't have a problem with my particular school, but then again, there's a lot of things that are close. I talk a lot to parents, a lot of stories. Same thing with this autistic child. Unfortunately, that got hurt. My daughter told me stories, and it's mortifying. A parent like me who has an idea, send in a proposal. I mean, they act like as if they're going to say, yeah, we'll look into that, but your timing is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
I just wish that parents were more involved and
Agreed.
just speak their mind instead of being afraid.
Well, that's the thing is, I think a lot of these parents they're on cruise control, right? They're so and I've mentioned this a couple of times. Even my mom, and this is no hate to my mom, but my mom, she used to drop me off at school, and rightfully so. She thought I was in the safest place I could possibly be amongst the people that are going to keep me safe. Like, she never thought for 1 second that I was in danger. We all parents, even when I dropped my kids off at school, I thought that's the safest place they could possibly be. But the truth and fact is, it really wasn't. And true in fact, I believe the education system became weaponized. You know what I mean? And if you were a fortunate enough parent to not be in one of these schools that weaponized, the education system, you were lucky, because there are parents like you that are like, oh no, my school's good. They treat but there are a lot of larger schools that they're literally indoctrination farms, and that's what they're doing. And God forbid, you say anything, because if you do, it's just like the Ken Pacheco response. Oh, look, be a record that this is a hostile work environment. This is a hostile work environment.
Correct.
That's how they get you every single time.
Oh my God, I can't believe over that one. I can't. Hostile. Now they want to claim hostile.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Look at them.
Listen, when they have nothing else to go on,
Really?
it's automatic victimhood. The second they have nothing to go by, they're victims. It's oh, look over here, squirrel. They need to distract you and get you to focus on something else. They have nothing else to offer. That's it. I need to focus on this. I'm a victim now, and I'm not answering anymore. So the next time they call them in to get questioned, I'm not showing up because it's a hostile work environment.
That was hostile.
Or the person who knows my job better than me that should have had my job can't be there because it's a hostile work environment. You take him out of the equation. That's all that is. That's a precursor to what he's going to try to do in the future.
Dude, he's laying the groundwork. That's exactly
all
what
he's
I
doing.
thought,
That's
too.
all he's doing.
That's
Like,
so funny. I thought the same thing. I'm like, he's
anybody
laying
with half a
groundwork.
brain can see, that's exactly what they're doing. He knew that going in there. Hey, listen, if you get caught up, this is what you do, and then we can make sure that he's not on that
He didn't
committee.
even have
or
to
blah,
think
blah,
about
blah.
it. He knew that
He knew exactly. He's been doing this for a very long
He
time.
had it holstered and ready to go.
They know exactly what they're doing. These
Yeah.
people run the system. They created it.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
The problem, and now we need people to, reevaluate all these policies. And really, he didn't even know what I was talking about when I sent in. I asked for an update.
Yeah.
An update.
It's
it
a joke.
was only a couple of months ago that Letourneau was. I said that there was, mold.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Of course.
he had no idea. He was thinking I was talking about something that happened a year ago.
Listen, Viveris, Letourneau, they all got it. They all got it. That girl that's being investigated now, I went to the school last year, had a meeting with the teacher and her in the classroom about putting her hands on children and calling kids names and different things. The other parent in there, oh, nope, that never happened. They got winning. They all cover for each other. The teacher wasn't in, so she couldn't say anything. I'll tell you right now, that teacher is probably the best teacher, minus like my kids' teachers right now, that I think I've ever seen in the school system. Amazing teacher. However, she wasn't there the day that this happened, and my son came home and started telling me what was going on. So I went to the school, did all this, called the school, no answer. That principal does not answer anything, will literally sit there and redirect everything, and it's pure crap.
Who's that? What principal is this?
At Viveris.
Okay.
Again, they're all connected, right? They're all connected. I'm sure you can find the connection, daddy, who daddy is, and everything else. But that's who these people are, and that's what they do. But this could have been avoided had that person been addressed last year.
Yeah.
This person's a mom. How does this person still have her child? Right? How do you still have your child?
Yeah. Seriously.
You know who she was petrified of? She was petrified of my nanny. Because my son would tell my nanny what was going on. My nanny was the one picking them up and doing everything, right? I had a brain aneurysm. I couldn't do much at that point.
Right.
So she knew what was going on. Saw her at a birthday party. She went screaming, running away. Like, my nanny protects my kids
Of course.
just as much as I do, right?
Right.
And when I tell you that my kid came home, all of a sudden his reports are always in the 80s and 90s now. They were like 40s and 30s all the time, right? Blaming the kid. Who's going to believe these kids in this troubled classroom, right? Nobody's going to believe these kids.
Right.
That's what they got used to. I believe my kid. My son is tough. Correct. My son's tough, but my son does not lie about what's going on, and he wouldn't change his story for the life of him. I know for a fact he was telling the truth. She knew for a fact he was telling the truth. All of a sudden, never had an issue again. You think he was the only kid?
Right.
When I showed him the picture, hey, look what happened. This is what happened. I showed him. I'm like, you remember her? He goes, yeah, that's the one who used to hit me in class and used to break my stuff when I went to the bathroom. Like he still remembers this.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, she got in trouble for hitting a kid that's autistic.
Dude, she's been doing this.
My son goes, it's probably Parker.
Yeah.
My son knew who another kid was that she was already hitting.
So she was doing this so often that it was normal for her.
It was normal.
Like it
but you know what the
became
problem
normal.
is in that classroom that I disagree with? It's all covered. You can't see in that classroom. All glass covered. Everything's covered. That classroom is all blacked out. You cannot see in that classroom from anywhere.
That's strange.
It is not okay.
That's very strange.
The door is locked.
Yeah.
There's troubled kids in there, and I understand that.
Yeah, but you could do two-way mirror. You could do do something.
There are
that,
troubled kids in there.
Yeah.
There's some things in there. Like I understand.
Yeah.
You need to be able to see in that classroom.
Sure. Maybe a camera. Maybe a couple of cameras in there.
Nothing. Kids clear backpacks. No phones. No nothing. They were searching kids' bags to make sure.
Yeah.
My son had a recorder in his, and it was I had it sewn into his bag.
Oh wow.
So I have a lot. I'm just waiting for everything to take place. But I have a lot.
How it got that bad though, Boomer?
It gets that bad because the leadership hides everything. You have superintendents that cover up and talking about, oh, we called the cops when this sexual assault was reported. No, you didn't, because I have the police report. I called. No, you didn't. You have the principal doing the same thing. The principal who's a brother with the school committee member who's best friends with the guy that's in the same band as the principal. They're all connected. These people will do anything to protect each other. They don't care about your kids. Period.
Taylor, you were going to run for school committee?
No, I was thinking about it.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should really think about it, because it sounds like you got
run for city council. We got a good school committee now.
No, I don't think they can handle me, to be honest. But well, I want you so bad, but that's.
I think you should.
What's stopping you? Do it.
Public speaking.
Just do it.
Great people need to stand up. The great people like us, we need to stand up. It's time. It's time. We just can't sit back and let this happen
Right.
anymore.
Loco, stop
Because you
talking
know
trash.
what?
Get your ass on the
At
show.
some point, we are responsible. You know what I mean? Like, if you're complacent to it, you become responsible. You know what I mean? If we don't do nothing, then it's for nothing.
Yeah. Right. You are right.
You know?
It's just all, I don't understand. It's just like, really, if you sit back, it is like common sense. I'm not trying to talk down, but if you just look at a picture, like Bruno was just saying what was going on with his child.
Yep.
And I'm like mortified even more. Now I got like this big raging bubble in my stomach, like,
Yeah, listen. Just listen to your kids. That's what I can tell the parents. Listen to your kids. Teach them right. Listen to them.
These teachers are forced to have more on their plate. Meaning, teachers are teachers. They're educators. They do not have the knowledge or credentials to help.
Or time and ability to help all these kids with all these trouble needs that they just hide. Listen, I have videos of kids throwing desks at other kids in classrooms. I have videos of kids smashing and destroying classrooms, hitting teachers, telling them to go fuck themselves.
Wow.
Like, I have videos of all of this.
Wow.
Problem is, they're so afraid to post them and say anything because they'll get in trouble. I have it all.
You need proper help.
I said
They
I,
do need proper help.
I was about to say, my sophomore year of high school, I seen like a kid like say something to a teacher, bro, and the teacher quit right after. It was like it wasn't funny, but it was the funniest thing that I've
They
ever
had that
seen.
kind of power.
A lot of them can't handle it. But a lot of these teachers are already overworked, and their hands are tied. They don't have the help that they need in the classroom. They're there to educate. They're not there to babysit. And these angry kids and these kids that are dealing with all this stuff. Like, there are families. I have 3 of them. I know families full. There are 19 kids in the system in one family.
Wow.
I had 3 of them. I still have 2.
Yep.
Right. There's a problem. There's a generational problem here. It's not the teacher's fault.
Right.
Our teachers are doing the best they can. I love our teachers. I think our teachers are doing all they can, but we are not taking it serious, and we're not listening to the teachers. We're not.
Teachers are doing great. Paraprofessionals aren't.
They want to educate, but they need
Some of
support.
them.
Yeah, I'm just
Correct. They do.
Why, like, everybody,
And paras at $20 an hour that aren't qualified, to deal with this stuff aren't the answer either.
because they can't hold teachers, they're just hiring teachers just to fill in the spot.
They don't even have teachers. They have paras being teachers. They're not even supposed to be teaching.
Right.
They have paras that aren't educated to be teachers.
That's what I'm
But they don't
saying.
tell you that.
Exactly. So
Sylvia's notorious
was
for
they
that.
needed- Yeah, they need to have at least, like, for certain classes that has children who has outbursts or whatever, their responsibility is to give that child what they need. It starts in the foundation. Everything starts foundation. When a child has social anxiety or they can't be away from their parents or they can't adapt to, certain situations, they should have a professional counselor or mental, behavioral in the classroom. So if anything happens, it's documented, and these teachers can go on and teach their children in safety, not have to deal with how to restrain a child, go on a walkie-talkie, call for backup, or have a child
Crazy.
go
It's
in
crazy.
a room, which I was told with the lights off while a teacher is holding the door
Yeah.
for safe time.
Yep.
Jeez.
That
Kids have to
doesn't
leave.
seem
Kids
right
have to
me.
get out. Yep. Wild.
We should expect more. We should expect more. Again, like you mentioned it, there's no more. Our prized possession is our children, and we should not settle for any of it. Like we should have top-notch, grade A class teachers and professors that, and even the administrators, these should be professors. These shouldn't be run-of-the-mill, jabronis that just pretend to be the role. Like we should have people that actually understand what it means to be in these roles. You know what I mean? That we're shaping the minds of all these young children. Taylor, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll call in again.
Not a problem.
All right, honey.
anytime.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
You have a good night.
Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you.
And that's what needs to happen, bro. We have to set the standard. And until we expect more, listen, if you go to a restaurant and they serve you shit food every time and you keep going back to the restaurant,
You
you
get
keep
what you
eating shit
deserve.
food, you get what you deserve.
Yep.
Until you say something like you're just
And that's
gonna,
funny because that's what I was just saying. Like, I was just talking to Josh on
Yeah.
the thing. I'm like about Primos because we got into Primos.
Yeah.
And I was recently informed that Mimi works there.
Ah.
Yeah, she's hired as a manager there. She must have lost her cushy job that she voted for herself. I wonder why.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. What happens when you yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. But
Yeah, right,
at the end of the day,
the irony. It's funny.
now I gotta call ahead because I will never eat there if she's there. Like I just won't.
What's
right?
the relationship with Mimi? What's the
So she used to be good friends with my ex-wife.
Okay.
She
All
used to essentially, try to get with my ex-wife is basically what that is.
Oh, geez.
But this is the same person that used to say things to my underage daughters, things like that, right? So
Okay.
I have issues with Mimi. Mimi's also the sister of Matt Damaris, who was the principal, who was trying to cover up my daughter's sexual assault.
This is somebody who's in the school system?
She was on the school committee.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, she was her, Tom Corey, Coogan.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
the
all right.
Three
okay.
Stooges.
Okay. I didn't know who.
Yeah,
I didn't know who you were
yeah.
referring to.
So,
okay. All right.
so there's some things I have some personal issues with it, and I refuse. And
So she's working at Primo's.
yeah, so and I love Primos. I love Jim. I love Jim. I love everybody.
You've said that.
they've
Look,
been-
you know what?
they've
Even
been
like when we
awesome
first
to
met,
me.
you're like, "Oh, Primos."
I will support them till
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day they
yeah,
die.
yeah.
They're great people. Shannon.
Dude, do you think he'd be
Shannon
heartbroken
Primo.
if he told him, bro, he's got to do something with the food? Like, do you think? Because you know what?
I don't think so.
I actually told
I
Nick.
think he's a reasonable guy.
Yeah, I was at the brew house.
Yeah, he's a reasonable guy, and Shannon's smart. Like she's a
Yeah.
business owner. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she's a hustler.
Yeah.
So I would say I don't think so, but
Just be like, hey, man, it's like you're that close, bro. You're right there. Dude, I ordered a veal parmesan,
yep.
and it
See, I had a steak there and I loved it, but then I had it again the next time and it was dry. So I think it depends on who's
right,
back there,
and
right?
it shouldn't be that way, dude. It
But
shouldn't be that way.
I agree, but I think that's everywhere, though. I think that's everywhere. Kind of getting like who wants to go up and say, "Oh, I want to be a cook." You know what I mean? The pizza there, I'm not a fan of at all.
Right,
I'm not a
right.
fan of the pizza, but I've had some good food there. We've had like the appetizers and stuff. Like I think it's good. I don't like the calamari there. I love the calamari here.
Yeah.
But I'm a calamari snob.
Yeah,
right.
right.
You know what I mean?
right.
Like same thing with like Mesa with the oysters. Like I'll eat oysters from there, but I won't eat them from certain places.
Yeah.
So everybody's got their different things. But I think they'd be receptive.
Dude,
to it. They would listen. I don't think they'd be mad at all. I think they'd be like they'd probably be like, okay, really?
To mirror what you
can
said.
you try this? Can
Yeah,
you try
to
that?
mirror what you
they'd
said.
probably want to see like, okay, try this. Tell me what you think. They
Yeah.
probably would. I
Dude, the
really think
location
so.
is it's a
Everything
primo
about
location.
that place is great.
Right?
From the ownership down is
the way
great.
it's set up, the private area, like all of it. Like you said, dude, the staff, they got it all.
I
They
agree.
just have to next level on the food. If they next level on the food, bro, that could potentially be my favorate place to go. Like that could be
Agreed.
that it's right
And
there.
I do go. I've gone there. Like I
Yeah.
do go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gone on dates there now, right?
Yeah.
And normally I wouldn't. Like I don't drink, so I don't go like
Right.
out. You know what I mean? If I'm going somewhere, I'm going for food.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
I'm a food snob when it
Yes.
comes to that because
Yeah.
I need to eat
Exactly,
something good
dude.
because I don't
Yes.
drink. I don't care about your
Right.
alcoholic
I want the
beverages or
food.
your wine.
I want the
Yeah,
food.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see us when we go downstairs.
Of course,
it's like,
dude, yeah.
Can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this?
Yeah, do
And
it like 3 appetizers. Like we
we try
exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
for me, it's like,
Yeah. Dude, the brew house,
Little
every time the
disappointing.
brew house is fantastic. I have a great meal there. The other place I'm like 50-50 about is Morgan's Cantina. I've been there a couple of times, and the food again there was kind of like,
Yeah.
dude, awesome atmosphere, great location.
yeah.
The
The
staff,
bartender was really nice.
yeah, but the
the
staff,
one that I had, the one that
the
I
staff
dealt
in
with was
general
nice.
is kind of so-so. Like
Yeah.
there's like a snobby vibe there.
The one I
Honest-
dealt with was nice.
Honestly, a good spot to get some good chicken Mozambique fries is the BA Brighton Ave Cafe.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
that
haven't been
shit.
there in years.
That
It's actually since they redid it, I haven't been there.
It's actually really nice in there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they redid it really nice.
Yeah. Oh, and the
I used to be in a
and
pool
the
league
food
and play
there,
there all the time.
The
and
food there is amazing. No bullshit.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's a good spot for chicken balls and beef fries. It's a good little
Okay.
like a they have like a bowl of it, and
Yeah.
it's cheesy too. So it's like, oh, it's so amazing.
Where you guys getting your Mexican food from?
I don't eat Mexican food.
Avocados from Mexico.
Mexico.
Nope. Taqueria El Habanero on North Main.
Oh no, I haven't been there.
Fire.
Is it good?
Yes, amazing. I get tostadas there.
Yeah.
I've gotten beer tacos.
Yeah. Honestly, other than fiestas, I don't really go for Mexican food.
That's where I go. I go to
Yeah, I
fiestas.
don't
Yeah,
really
I do
go
like a
for
taco.
Hey,
Fiestas.
I'm telling you, go to Taqueria El Habanero. It'll
Like when I
it'll
worked at
change
the
your
Air
life.
Force Base,
Tequila
like
lime's
there was a
good, too.
guy, a food truck outside the gate, and I would go there to eat before I eat anywhere on base. Don't
And
ever-
then
do not eat on base. I'll tell you right now,
Dude,
if you ever
would
go on a
think
base, don't eat
military, that'd be the best food.
no, and well, that's the thing. It's actually outside stuff. So like this guy owns a pizzeria here, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Don't eat there.
I slept- I
Go to the food truck. Go to the guy that you literally have to point to your food
Where's
because
this
you
at?
can't
What-
talk
what
to him
base
and
is
he can't
this?
talk to you.
What base is this?
Hanscom Air Force Base.
All right.
Right outside the main gate. You go up. You'll see the food truck on the. Well, if you're pulling into the base, it's on the right hand side. Best Mexican food you'll ever have,
Yeah.
and the portions are amazing.
Have you been?
Amazing.
Have you been to the mess hall at in the Newport?
Of course.
Yeah, I think the food there is amazing.
Where?
Yeah, they
Where?
do a good.
Where?
Well,
Where?
it's a Navy base.
Yeah,
the
it's fucking
Navy base is a
amazing.
lot different. You would think an Air Force base is good. So Air Force Chow Hall is amazing, but when you're going out for
See,
like
I've heard
lunch
that.
and
People in
food,
the Air Force are like the prime rib. Like
yes,
it's the
the Chow Hall for like the military is
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
right? The Navy and the Air Force. Don't eat at Army bases or Marine bases. Don't do it. You're gonna get like chewed up.
dude. That's so funny to me that would be like that.
About to start eating crayons.
You would
Yeah,
think it'd be the same for everybody.
No,
No?
no.
Not
even
no.
close, dude.
Nah,
Not even.
I'm not gonna
close.
lie. The Navy has jobs for literally everything. You could be a barber in the Navy.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
but,
the Army has.
but they
yeah,
say the
they
Air
offer
Force,
over,
like for
220
food, they
jobs.
say Air Force is the place. Like
Yes.
that's if you're gonna go for food, Air Force is the.
I will tell you right now, if knowing what I know now, just about 20 years in,
Yeah,
if I could do it all over again, the Air Force would be where I would go.
really.
Yep, I'll tell you that right now, and not just because my command team is a bunch of shitbags, but because like service wise, respect wise, like they do more. Like they live better. But I also like the ground idea, right? Like I like the idea of like if I'm called to do something, like I'm called to do something. But they also have that too.
I would have went.
Yeah,
I
But
would
they don't have like combat arms except for like security forces. You know what I mean? So when I was younger, when I was in high school, I wanted to join the Air Force, but I used to wear glasses before I had corrective surgery. And you can't fly fighter jets.
No, you
Yo,
can't. You
I'm
got
like, I
20/20,
just want
yeah.
to fly fighter jets. Well, you can't. You wear glasses, and it's like, well, what the hell am I gonna do? Paint lines on a runway? Like that's bullshit. It's the Air Force. And that was my mindset.
Yeah.
So for me, it was very disappointing. But if I could have done that, that's what I would have done. I would have done that in a heartbeat. And
Dude, anybody
if you
I've
have
talked
kids
to-
looking to go to school, looking to go to college, families struggling to how to pay for college, the Army National Guard does all the same thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, experience-wise and based on like who's in charge and where right now, the Air National Guard is where you want to be.
Honestly, my first
100% tuition, academic fees to every state college in Massachusetts.
Air National Guard.
The Air National Guard.
So not the Air Force.
Not the Air Force.
Okay.
Air Force is fine too.
Yeah.
But they have their own academies
Yes,
and
they have
everything else.
their
But the Air
academy, yeah.
National Guard, where to go? I would have done it totally differently, and that's where it
Really?
would have been.
Huh.
Yep.
That makes a lot more sense.
All I cared about was going to
I was
college.
originally gonna join the Army first.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I got out of high school, but
wasn't.
now
You were ROTC, right?
yeah. NJROTC,
Yeah.
but freaking because ROTC is like college program, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking what was I gonna say? But now I'm thinking about everything. Like I would have just been lazy anyways. I would have just joined the Coast Guard.
Oh, the Coast Guard too.
Yeah. Frozen water just doesn't sound fun to me.
I would do it. I don't know.
Sharks,
I don't
frozen
really,
water,
I don't
like
really,
none of that sounds fun to me.
I don't know. I'm
Being on a boat, just like the Navy, like living in his little boat and his little subs, like
Yeah.
I can't do
Dude,
it.
I knew
I could do that.
Yeah, a friend of
I
mine,
can't
Joey,
do it, bro.
dude, he go in a sub for 6 months.
Dude, I live in a 4,500
Dude,
square foot house and I get claustrophobic.
6 months. 6 months underwater.
Yeah.
6
that's
months.
crazy.
Gone. Like no communication. Gone for 6 months underwater.
But I could do
I mean,
that.
there are people I'd like
I can
to see
honestly
underwater
do
for
that.
6
I don't
months,
really.
but-
It's more of like I just
so you could be okay. You'd be okay with like being in a sub for 60 days.
60. Yeah,
Nah.
absolutely. I could do that.
Okay, and so how about so 6 months? No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So let me
That's
put it
kinda
to you this
tricky.
way.
That's kind of tricky though.
You're doing
Right?
you're doing shifts, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing shifts. your bunk is shared with 2 other dudes every night
I'll hug
for
'em.
6 months.
I'll hug them.
Every 8 hours, you're switching. Think about that.
Okay.
Some dude just slept in your bed.
Yep.
Now you're getting out. Now some other dude's sleeping in your bed, and then you guys are rotating through over the shifts. I'm good, bro.
Dude.
I'm good.
Dude,
And then you got this dude right above you, this dude underneath. Like
Right.
you're racked in. When I say you're racked in, it's like shelving.
Dude, and you're breathing the same air
I'm
for
good.
6
Oh,
months.
dude,
I'm
fuck
good.
that.
The
But isn't
same
it
air.
like isn't there like an air thing that they have?
Yeah, there's
though?
an air cleaner, scrubber.
Yeah.
There's a scrub, but still,
Oh,
dude.
listen, there's the technology.
Yeah, the technology's
amazing. The
out of control.
lifestyle's amazing.
I think it's more so just
I
being
can't do
underwater
it.
for 6
I
months.
personally can't do it. Nothing
Yeah.
against people that can. Good
Yeah,
for you.
that's a
I got
close-
nothing
yeah.
but respect for you. 'cause
I would
that's
love
a
the
crazy
experience. I would love the experience. Absolutely.
See, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I would love the
Job. I wouldn't.
experience.
Fighter
Really?
jet flipping me around, Mach 5,
Yeah,
whatever
you're
we're doing.
cooked.
Like,
I
I'm all
can't
for that.
I
How
can't
about-
do that. I
Let's
can't,
go.
I can't
All
do
right,
that.
how about crab fishing?
Listen, I'll
How
tell you
about
right
ice
now, you
crab
crash,
fishing?
you're not feeling it.
How about ice crab fishing?
Crab fishing?
Yeah,
Nope.
That's like dangerous as fuck.
yeah,
That's like Coast Guard with cages. I'm good.
right. Like
No,
the,
honestly,
I don't know.
I have no desire to do that.
because
But I
that's the
used to do-
extreme.
I
Those
used
are
to-
the extremes.
So I used to farm. I used to build the equipment for people who farm raise shellfish. Right. That's what I did before I left for the military.
Yeah.
That's how I understood like the cleaning the water and all this stuff. Like, the things that they say I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I guess I could talk about that now, right? So I
Get on
used
that
to-
mic, bro.
I used to design that equipment. So underwater welding, docking systems, upwellers, things like that.
Yeah.
For people who farm raise shellfish. And I'll tell you right now, when you're down and you can't see anything and you got this big bump that just bumps into you and like, oh shit, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
You have no idea
Right,
what that is.
right.
Is it a fish? Is it a dolphin? Is it a shark? You have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. I don't care how much it pays you. It's just not worth it to me.
Dude, they're up in Alaska,
It's
dude.
just
That
not worth
water,
it.
like they're in. You're right.
And then
they're-
you're on the boat and you're getting hit with cages and freezing. It's,
Dude, you fall off, nobody's gonna find you again. You're gone.
yeah,
like you're
done.
gone. It's
There's
over.
nothing you
It's
can do.
over. There's nothing you can do.
That's not a job for me.
But dude,
I
some-
respect the
but
people
some
that
people
do
love that, dude.
because I love the food.
Yes, me too.
Thank you so much
Me
to the
too.
people who do that.
Me too.
I appreciate you
Me too.
more than you'll ever know.
Yeah.
It's just not a job I would
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like before, when I was younger, like jump.
Dude,
hey, I need you to climb up that that 6 stories and go on the roof and fix the shit. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And I'll go right up.
Underwater demolition.
Now, I am
Right?
good, dude.
You see those guys, underwater demolition, underwater welders.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I did. I did
The reason why for me is because like I don't know I'm very scared of heights and stuff like that. But I'm very confident.
afraid of heights.
I'm very confident on like the swimming and how to. I could freaking turn my pants into a life jacket if I
Well,
could.
yeah, and
you
they
know?
teach you that in the military anyway.
Yeah.
You probably learned that.
What is
in
that like?
Yeah.
You tie the knots.
Yeah,
in the-
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
learned 3 ways like blowing bubbles
It's
in
just-
it
it's just a
underneath the
bubble
water.
through,
How do you blow
through.
bubbles
It's
underwater?
different.
So
I'm a strong swimmer too.
what you
so
do
I love it.
what you do is that you keep the pants like above
So
like
you
the
tie
water.
the legs. You make knots in the legs.
you make knots in the legs, and
Yeah.
then what you do is take your air bubbles and then just blow the air bubbles into the pants.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's like another way to do it. There's like 3 ways you could do it. That's what they taught
I
me.
recommend you try to do it before you end up in the
Right? Seriously.
Much better
Might
option.
wanna-
Seriously,
But yeah.
but they taught us how to do it in the water.
in the
too,
water is
so.
the best way. I mean, because ultimately that's when you would really like. I'm just gonna prepare and take my pants off. You're not gonna do that,
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the Titanic and you got 6 hours to think about it.
Yeah, dude. But if you're in the ocean, dude, it's different.
Yeah, no,
it's different.
I'm not a
It's
fan.
different.
I don't really care for boats and stuff like that. I mean, I'll go on them, but I'm just not a fan. I love to be in the ocean and swim out where I can't feel anything, where it's like that eerie feeling, like oh shit, all right, I can't outswim a shark. I'm going back.
Yeah,
I
see,
love
like-
that because the only thing I'm actually afraid of is sharks and heights.
Right.
So I jump out of helicopters, I rappel out of helicopters. I did roofing and did contract because I like to face that stuff. The same thing in the ocean. Like I'll go out in the ocean. My kids don't go past their waist. I'll go out in Timbuktu and be like, oh, this is a bad idea.
Yes, me too. You know what? I'm not afraid of like
Terrible
sharks
idea.
or anything, but what I'm
Oh, I
afraid
am.
of,
You
because
cannot
now we're
do
telling
shit to a
secrets.
shark.
I'm afraid of the depths.
Punch it in the nose.
I'm afraid of the deep ocean. Like I'm afraid of like
Really?
falling in and just sinking all the way to the bottom.
And then, like-
and just watching, and then just watching
Just
like
seeing the sun fade away?
Yeah, watching the sunlight fade away.
No,
That's
no.
my biggest fear.
I'm a great swimmer. I love swimming. My daughter was on the swim team for
Yeah.
all the way through college.
Yeah.
Like we're a strong
No,
swimming
I can
family.
swim, dude. I do all that.
I'm,
But the idea, like, if you strapped like an ankle, like a ball and chain to my ankle, and
Yeah.
you threw me
Oh,
off a
that's
boat,
terrifying.
and I would, yes,
terrifying.
to me,
drowning has got to be the worst. way to
right,
go.
like just watching,
Yeah.
like, and just going into the depths.
I used to sit at the bottom of like the deep side of the Durfee pool and
Yeah.
just sit at the bottom of
yeah.
that for like 5 minutes. I was just chilling. I loved it.
Yeah, but that's at the bottom of the ocean, bro. I'm talking about like,
I
The
get
pool
it. I
has
get
a
it.
bottom.
I get it.
There's
I
a
get it.
floor.
I
You
get
can
it.
see
I
it.
get
Yeah,
it.
you can see
I
it.
get what you're
like
saying.
ours has a
mean,
ceiling and a
but-
floor.
But like, let's just say like I'm in the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like in not the middle of the ocean, but kind of like towards near the shore, but it's still deep enough to
Yeah.
where like you'll feel some pressure. You
Yeah,
feel me?
right.
I'll do that. You
Yeah,
feel
I'm
me?
up for that. Like if you go snorkeling, right? Like 60 feet, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But like if you're talking,
Even that, nah, 20 feet. Dude, I was in Key West snorkeling, and I saw this big ass manta ray coming at me. Thank God the guy was down there, dude. Like, I didn't know what I can't. What do I do? How do I grab this thing? What do you do?
What do you do,
There's
right?
nothing you can do to this thing,
Punch
right?
it in the nose.
The guy came right in, swept in front. He pushed it off like that. I'm like, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. I'm out.
Bro, you saved my life.
I'm going back on the boat. Like I just, it's not like it's a shark or something. But what do you do?
no, right.
Like this thing's coming with all its family, and you could see like he detoured, like he saw us, and he was
Dude,
like,
that thing's big, right? Thing's massive, right?
huge.
Yeah.
So, dude, the size of your table isn't even touching.
Yeah, if it grabbed you by the ankle and just and dragged you, like there's nothing you could do about it.
What are you doing?
There's
Right? Like, I have
like
no
you could
idea.
punch, but nothing.
I was in
it wouldn't
Hawaii,
matter.
the same thing. Like you could see like the shark fins, like in the dolphins, like you could see everything,
Right,
right there.
So
It's
you
like,
got one rogue
I'm
dolphin.
good, bro.
You got one rogue dolphin that grabs you by the ankle, bro, and just swims to the
Gone.
bottom.
Whale, whatever.
Right?
Like, I am done.
Yeah, I'm all set, bro.
I'm fighting for my life.
I'm
I'm not
scared.
afraid of drowning. That like I'm afraid of like I cannot fight. I will fight anybody, any side. I don't care. I'm not afraid of anything. Like people, right? They live and bleed just like me.
Sure, right.
You know, I know
my
9
thumb
million
in their
ways to
blood.
take you out. Right? I trained my whole life for this. I love this.
Yeah.
I never trained to fight a shark.
Seriously, right.
And I can't outswim him.
Right.
Dude, you're done. I
Well,
don't
you're at a huge
no.
disadvantage.
Oh, just push him on the nose. Man, shut your face.
You're at a huge disadvantage, bro.
Stick your
Like,
arm out and you lose it.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Like,
right.
I'm good. Shut up.
But
Right.
you also got to think about it. About
how many videos you
also,
watch.
You also got to think about this too. Like you're going into their world, so it's like you have a like what Bobby said. You got a very big disadvantage because that's what they live and breathe is that
Right.
water. You feel me? We
You know
don't
how
do
fast
that.
People
a
like,
shark swims,
oh.
bro? You don't even see that thing coming.
I'm going to swim with the blue shark. Yeah, the blue shark doesn't like you. Grabs you by the ankle and the thing goes to like 300 feet deep. Like,
Yeah.
you're all done, bro. There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
even,
Do you, bro?
dude,
I'm
even those
good.
people, they go on vacation. Oh, we're going to swim with the dolphins. Look, these fucking
No,
dolphins,
I'm
they're
not.
locked up all day long.
Yes.
Like, they don't know what the ocean is. Like, they're all pissed off. Half the people are like, oh, the thing was humping me. For some reason, it was humping me. Like, because they don't
He
know.
liked me. No, he didn't.
Yeah, right, exactly. They're trying to kill you, man.
Right. Yeah,
That's
no, I'm
yeah,
good.
Yeah, all set too, dude.
I
All
pray
set.
I die in my sleep for a crime radar. Yeah, listen, I get it. I will tell you one way I don't want to die is a brain,
Is it to sleep, though?
is a
Would you
brain
wanna-
aneurysm.
Yeah.
It is very painful, and I highly recommend you do everything you can to not get
Yeah,
one.
but Gabriel, you felt it because you were still alive, right? If you had a terminal one, then you would like it would have been like you wouldn't like right? You wouldn't know the difference.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know because that's what they say. So they say when it bursts like that, that's what happens, right? People think they're just getting a migraine and a headache, and they kind of just lay down and try to sleep.
And
it off,
that's it.
And
Yeah.
they die.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I followed zero procedure on what they recommend. Why would I ever train for that, right?
Right, of course.
So everything that I did, and they sent the whole school down to study what I did because it clearly worked.
Saved your life.
Yeah, it definitely did. But 0 stars. Definitely poor reviews. I don't recommend it to anyone. The most pain I've ever felt, learning how to walk again, talk again, do all that stuff. It was painful.
Man.
Yeah, it was painful. Like you don't understand how much it affects your whole body.
Yeah.
It felt like my lower half of my body, from my hips down. If I rolled off the bed to just get out of bed, it felt like my lower half of my body was going to separate from my body. That's how painful it was.
No shit.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So the only thing I could tell me if I'm wrong. The only way I could even consider like what it would feel like is like when your leg or your foot falls asleep. Like it's not there. Like
I
you don't.
wish that's what it was. When I tell you it's excruciating, it feels like your body's being ripped in half, and it's not. There's nothing wrong with your legs. It's the nerves. It's the system. It's your brain remembering what it felt like. So, I woke up to thinking somebody broke in or something whatever it was, and shot me in the back of the head. That's what it felt like. So, and it was so bad that I heard the explosion. It sounded like a gunshot went off right next to right next to the back of the base of my neck.
So where the aneurysm took place, you actually heard it.
You heard it. It's in your head. Like
Wow.
I heard it. Like, holy shit. I like hit my wall, like, because my head's right here and then it's the wall. I hit the wall. I was like, what the hell? And I'm looking around and I'm looking. You're just trying to react. Like, what the hell's going on? I'm reaching for my gun. Like, I'm.
Dude, the last
like,
thing
I'm
you
preparing
think is
to
that you're
fight.
having an aneurysm,
Yes,
right? Like
I'm preparing to fight.
nobody ever thinks they're having an aneurysm.
No, it's wild. You can't even telling the story is just wow. Like explaining it makes it hurt. I mean, it hurts every day.
Yeah,
Right?
right,
I deal
right,
with
right.
this constant pain every day. So the way they broke it down to me was my brain thinks it's having an aneurysm every day. every day. So that pain is constant, right? So
Yeah.
obviously there's meds for that and stuff. But I don't take pain meds. I don't do any of that stuff. So I just
Did they have to do surgery, or was there no surgery?
you couldn't do surgery because it already burst. And if they did it, they wouldn't be able to.
So
stop
what
the
do you
bleeding.
do? What do you do, bro? How do you fix it?
Funny, they don't. So you pretty much wait it out. They see if you're going to live or die.
Really?
Basically. Yeah. They couldn't drill and drain because it was still bleeding. They couldn't do anything, right? So luckily, it wasn't an artery. If it was an artery, I was done. And that's what happens when people die, really. It's like an artery.
Right. I bleed out.
Thankfully, it was just a vessel. And that vessel, once it ran out of blood, it wasn't a strong vessel, so it collapsed on itself. And that's what eventually stopped it.
Oh, wow.
But from that gunshot feeling to like the panic mode and jumping, right? Grabbing my gun, like thinking I got to fight somebody, right? You have no idea. I was asleep.
Right.
You're
trying to process all this.
It feels like a tidal wave of just pure like lava going over your brain, but inside your like it's trying to push out. You felt the blood shooting up.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
And filling.
Do you know what's crazy?
And it's the most pain I've ever felt.
Dude, they say that your brain doesn't have any nerve endings.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
Right,
bullshit.
because people have like brain surgery
Yeah.
and they play the violin, right? And they say that the actual brain itself doesn't have any nerve endings. So it's like
It's the pressure
it's
of
the
filling
pressure.
with
Yes,
the blood.
yes.
So it feels like your whole head is trying to like push out constantly. That's what it feels like, right? Bright lights, driving at night, things like that. All these things play a role, right? Like I don't go to clubs. I don't go out where there's like music for long periods of time, right? Just things that I try to do to. I sold a bunch of like my larger guns. Obviously, I kept the fun ones, right, just in case. But I kept the ones that I know I'm dead shot with because again, my guns aren't always for play. They're for personal safety and my family and stuff too. So I sold a bunch of those because like I can't even shoot them for fun anymore. You know what I mean? And I love guns. I love shooting. I love teaching my kids. I love doing that stuff.
Why? Because of the impact? Is it the impact?
The
shockwave?
Like the concussion and the sound. It's too much. It's too much. So the larger caliber rifle.
I see that. I could see that, bro.
Yeah,
I could see that.
My brain, it's like a gong goes off in my head, and it's just constant, right?
Wow.
So things like that. So I don't, I try to avoid.
And how old are you when this happened?
This was in 2024, September 24.
Jeez.
Yeah, not this September, last September.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So a little over a year.
Yeah, right.
And from that point on, that's where my commander went from writing, "Oh, he's the best thing ever," to 10 days later got the medical paperwork from my neurosurgeon and my neurodoctor. My neurologist, and saw that like he's not going to do any of this again. And now all of a sudden, he's ineffective, he's inefficient. And it's like, what? I'm the best to ever do this. What are you talking about? And I exceeded mission by 101% that year. I've exceeded every mission ever given me. I'll bring in the paperwork and we can.
Dude, you just think that like you've been doing this for so long that
they would have to pay me.
They would care about you.
No,
you know what I mean? Like there would be some type of hey,
if they can't use you to their benefit, they will get, and that's the Army side, right? The Army National Guard side. If it was active duty would have did it right. Army National Guard side, this particular commander, sergeant major, like these people will do anything to destroy your reputation.
And there's nothing you can do.
There's
right?
nothing you can do.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to.
Correct. What are you going to go to? They're all friends, right?
Yeah, right.
These are all the upper echelon. They're all friends.
But you're almost done with that, dude.
I am, but I'm the next one in line. No, this is my friend. I need him to get in line. We need to get rid of him. He's going to cost us money and we can't use him. And when they do that, it comes down to they just play the game and they put whatever they want and there you go. And it's like not one thing on my record. Yeah, but that's why I'll never help them again. I'm the only recruiter to ever be a Director's 54 more than once here, let alone 4 times. I'm the only one to ever do anything that I've done in specialty branch recruiting, AMED, lawyers, doctors, all of it, plus regular everywhere. Team leader, top team leader. I've done every position I've done. I've been the best at and had the awards for. I'm the only one to do it. So you can sit there and try to put me down all you want because you needed to get me out of the way. They utilized my time while I was on medication, while I was down and I couldn't fight back. I couldn't drive. I couldn't do things. They utilized that time to move me out of the way because they would have to pay me until they med boarded. But that's the way the military works.
That's too bad.
It's like high school here. It's National Guard, right? It's Massachusetts National Guard.
Yeah, but dude,
so
20 years. It's not like you're like a 5, 4.
Correct.
Like it's
Correct.
20 years, man. That's a long time to.
Correct. And
be a
I've
part of
dedicated
something.
my life to being the best at what I do because I loved helping people. I loved helping.
Well, clearly
kids.
doing something
I
for
love
20
doing
years.
that.
Like, they're not going to keep you around for 20 years.
Every soldier I have,
right.
still, I'm selling a house to a soldier that I put in freaking years ago. You know what I mean? This is what I do. So I take care of these people, and I take care of my soldiers, and that's why we have that mutual respect. But the leadership, never.
Yeah.
Air Force doesn't have that. You know, even Navy, I've never seen. Like my cousin Josh retired from the Navy.
Yeah.
You know, top on the enlisted side.
Yeah.
He loved it. It. You only have this problem with the Army side.
Oh man, it sucks, and it shouldn't be that way, dude. Because you're not encouraging people to participate, right? Like it's.
I did my
bad,
time.
Yeah,
I paid my dues.
Yeah, because in other words,
And
like
now
your
you're
kids,
now you're gonna try to screw my
right,
family
your-
over out of
your
what I worked
children
for.
should be like, hey, we want to join the military,
And they
'cause
were.
They
were.
Right. And now,
My son's from day one.
yeah,
I can't wait. Dad, how old do I got to be? Can I just so when I'm 17 I can join?
yeah.
Now-
And now it kind of changes things a little
Now
bit.
there's not a single person that knows me that would ever join.
Yeah,
What do you think that did for the brand?
yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you think it's going to do for the brand if I actually speak out? Right?
Too bad.
I don't have time for that.
That sucks, dude.
I'll get my med board. I'll do what I'm doing. I did my part. That's it.
Speaking of the military, and just kind of shifting just a little bit.
What you got?
This kid Adam, Pretty? Is it Adam Pretty?
Pretty.
Is it Pretty? Adam Pretty. So in case you don't know,
The superhero.
yeah,
that was
Minnesota,
kicking
this-
cars,
kicking
and
cars and all
attacking
this,
people,
and
now he's- now
Elizabeth
he's a poor
Warren.
thing.
Actually, you know what? Can we play that clip? Let's play the clip with Elizabeth Warren first. Let's see. Elizabeth Warren had some things to say about him.
Oh, don't worry, Dave.
That's going to be in the second
The
row.
stories are coming, buddy. Once I'm out, I got you.
There we go.
The second one on the second row.
Yes.
Dave, when are you officially done
For
with the military?
people
We need
was
some
at
crazy,
the
juicy
core
stories.
of
Oh,
who
trust me,
he
I got it.
was. He was
Now you get that?
Yep.
There we go.
All right, let me just throw this back real quick. Oh, sorry. I'm fucking up.
caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, that light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure.
Just calm composure.
She never gets it right. She
doesn't have to.
She never gets it.
The idiots will still vote
this
for
is
her. It
perfect.
doesn't matter.
Dude, but this is perfect. She's literally talking about this guy like he's like a saint, right? And and the video for the audience, like if you're watching, he's kicking the taillight off of the ICE vehicle. Like he's just an animal, dude. You know what? And I'm going to
Even
say
his
this.
own parents talked about how he's been a loose cannon lately and lost his job and all this other stuff. He went from this superhero
Dude,
facade
this Amy
to
Good,
this is
right?
the reality.
The Amy Good,
Yeah.
this kid Alex, man.
These people are groomed into this.
You know what I
nonsense.
think, bro? I think they're suicidal. I think these are people that are very sad. I think these are people that are broken in their lives.
I don't know.
And
I think these are people that are looking for a lawsuit.
I'm telling you, dude. I think it's beyond that. I think, dude, I truly
Possibly.
believe that these people have
Suicide
suicidal
by
tendencies.
cop and all that stuff. It's a real
Absolutely,
thing.
dude.
It's a
Like-
real thing.
Like they put themselves in these situations because if that was my child, if that was my son or my daughter, I'd be like, "You're not. What are you doing? Like you're not. You're literally intruding on federal government work.
Right.
Like these
You'd
people.
catch me out there beating my own son's ass if that was him.
100%.
I don't care how old he is.
Dude, my mother would have beat me with a schnaller. Like, what
Like,
are you
got
doing?
two options: never come back
Absolutely.
home or get the hell out of here right now.
So
like, that's it.
Full story
Absolutely
here. Obviously, he was shot. And apparently, he was shot 9 times. But I have another video that I want to play. If you see it there, it actually.
Do I
it's
think he
named
should
him.
have been shot?
All right.
Based on the video, from what I can see,
All
I
right.
can't really see
Check
him
this out.
shoot. I
But-
can't see the first shot.
We can go along right now. Check this out.
That's
Check
my
this
issue.
video
I can't.
out. Watch
I
this.
can't decipher if that's the
All right,
first
you
shot.
see
from
it?
him.
Do you see it? I don't know if you can see it on the screen over there. Like I gotta get it over here, but do you see it? Like there's the ICE agent, and he's grabbing, he's reaching for it right now. You see it?
Correct.
And
Yes.
he gets the gun. He literally gets the gun and pulls it out. Turns out that's a Sig Sauer P320. All right, those guns are actually known for misfiring. Like the police were using that. That was a normal police issued
I don't like
firearm.
for lots of reasons.
What they've done is, if you look and you do the research, it's the P320. It's exactly 6 Sauer 3 P320. If you do the research on it, out of all the guns manufactured, it has the most failure rate of any gun ever manufactured. It misfires.
Correct.
And it's happened so many times that the police actually said, "Hey, we're not going to use this gun anymore." So just devil's advocate here. This situation takes place. If you watch the video, you actually hear one of the ICE agents say he has a gun.
Correct.
So all this chaos is happening.
Which you can clearly see.
Yes. One officer goes down and grabs the gun and disarms him. And if you look at the way he grabs the gun, he grabs it by like, not the grip, but like by the side of it, right? So the grip would be in his hand as he's pulling it out. All of a sudden, shortly after that, you hear a gunshot.
Yes.
And then you hear 8 other gunshots. So it's pop, and then
I think it's a reaction of them thinking he was shooting.
Yes, dude.
I don't
Yes.
believe he
Yes.
was again.
Dude, there's malfeasance here.
There
Yes,
is. There is.
absolutely. But
I don't believe he shot at them.
right.
Right? Based
Right.
on from what I
No,
see.
he did not. He
I
did
don't
not.
believe he deserved to die.
Right.
I think they all reacted in panic
Yes.
of a gun went off.
Right.
Was it that gun? Was it there? Did somebody say gun and this guy
Somebody
reacted and
said
shot?
gunshot.
Correct.
Like, you turn around, and next
And
thing you know,
I'll tell you
yeah.
right now, there needs to be some accountability for that.
Agreed.
I agree with that.
I agree
right?
with you with that.
There
but
has
yes.
to be some accountability for that.
Yes.
Because you need to be aware of your surroundings and your weapon at all times.
Yes.
If you're not trained for such, then that's a you problem. I think they're trained very well. I think these guys go through actually a very good training, believe it or not.
Yep.
But unfortunately, people panic. In the moment, people panic. They see gun, and these guys have been under attack for how long?
Yes.
They're gonna start
Well,
reacting.
dude, some people are
They're
like,
gonna
well,
start
you
reacting.
shouldn't have brought a gun to a look. The other day,
Nope.
you can, dude, but you can bring your gun everywhere. Like,
You can bring your gun everywhere, but you can't start being violent while having your gun on you.
100%.
So he is at fault.
Yes.
And that's where
Yes.
that's where my problem is, right?
Yep.
That's where I differ on the accountability being just on the agents.
Mm-hmm.
He brought a gun to a protest.
To a,
Fine.
to a, what should have been a
Fine.
peaceful protest.
If he was protecting
Right?
himself or protecting others,
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
You went out and started attacking and throwing shit.
Mm-hmm.
You are now you are now rioting. You are rioting with a gun.
Yes.
You are no longer
Yes.
longer free from that.
Yes.
It's no longer a Second Amendment thing.
Yes. In both
Period.
cases. In both
That's like
cases.
bringing it to a bar, drinking,
Yes.
and going outside and starting shooting.
Yes.
You lose your life.
Yes.
It's the same way, right?
In both
You endanger
cases,
the public.
In both cases, I think both individuals were probably like 70% guilty for what had happened. Like,
Correct. Correct.
there is
none of them are innocent.
right. Nobody's
I agree.
innocent. But
I agree.
given the situations
And
of
so we're
what took
clear.
place.
I back ICE.
Yes.
I'm telling
I
you right
agree.
now,
Yeah, me
I
too.
agree with ICE being there. I agree
Yes.
with ICE being everywhere.
Yes.
I agree with deportations
Well,
of illegal immigration.
yes.
I
Well, can we start
I
from
don't
the
care
beginning?
if you like it or
But
not.
let's start from the
I
beginning.
agree with. Here's the thing: if you never allowed the influx of this nonsense, you would never be in this situation.
took the
when
words right out of my
Obama
mouth.
did it, nobody cared.
Yes.
Holman was getting awards for what he did.
Yes.
He's doing the same
Dude, he
thing.
deported
The
3
problem
million.
is the media controls the
Yes.
the ignorant.
Yes.
And they can't figure that part
Yes.
out. They
Yes.
don't look at history.
Yes.
They look at what's right in front of them right now because that's what they're told to
It was
do.
Tom Holden.
And they're all being paid for this.
It was Tom Holden, same guy.
Tom Holman, yep.
It was Tom Holman, and it was Obama, and they deported over 3 million people.
Correct.
And nobody had anything to
Nobody
say about
had, and they're like, and you see the people coming out, and it's like, oh, and Republicans just let it happen.
Yeah.
Yes, because that was the law.
Right.
It's not a Republican thing. It's a legal thing.
It's a law.
It's the law.
Yes.
We
Yes.
let Obama follow the law. All the other
Right.
stuff he did, not so much.
No, right.
We let him follow the law.
Right. Right.
I'm okay with that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you people don't like
you
him
nailed
following
it.
the law.
You nailed it when you said this all starts from the border being open.
Absolutely.
You had the border
and they
open.
were quiet. They were
This
silent.
is
The
a
media encouraged it.
cause
Silent.
and effect.
Absolutely.
Cause and effect. The cause was
Absolutely.
you left the border open. Now this is the effect. And
Correct.
now you've created situations where, look,
You don't like the
Let's-
outcome because it doesn't benefit your side.
yes, but let's really talk about what's really going on in Minnesota. And that
Oh, the
is
fraud?
is the fraud.
Of course.
And that's why
This
this,
is all
happening.
distraction.
This is all distraction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Emar, that whole thing
Absolutely.
where she was attacked. Dude, I'm convinced that was set up.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got that video.
110%.
Play that. Play that. I get the video.
110%.
Check it out.
I
Check
do
it
not
out.
believe anything
She
that's
nods
put
at
out
him.
on this guy.
She nods at him.
Did
Watch.
you see the picture of the guy at the winery? that-
Ilhan Omar's
Stop.
reaction after
Stop.
being attacked. Three
She's
details
a
suggest that this
fraud, and she's the
incident
biggest
might
part
have
of it.
been staged by her. Recently, you noticed Ilhan Omar's reaction after being attacked? Three details suggest that this incident might have been staged by her. Recently,
You got to pull it out before you put it in. If you just click on it,
You're
dude,
right,
it plays
Josh.
automatically. You don't have to mess with it. You just have to click on it and it plays it. So restart it. Go all the way.
Somali American
Oh, okay. No.
EMP for the
I-
video
I
would be the
thought
best thing to
screen-
happen to
the
this
screen
country.
was cut in half. That's why I was like.
No. Go ahead. You got it? All right, here we go.
You noticed Ilhan Omar's reaction after being attacked? Three details suggest that this incident might have been staged by her. Recently, Somali American Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was sprayed with an unknown substance by a man during a speech. However, the entire attack is full of suspicious details, leading many to believe that she orchestrated it herself. First, multiple cameras captured the attacker's actions in full. No matter whether he was in the audience audience or walking toward the stage, there was always a camera trained on him. Even more bizarre, the footage showed that the man was drinking plain bottled water, yet acted completely drunk, leading some to suspect that the water bottle was merely a signal to start the performance. Second, Omar's behavior after being attacked was unusually abnormal. Most people, when confronted with an attack, would move away from the assailant, yet she charged toward him instead. This clumsy performance led many to mock her as a politician version of Jussie Smollett. Most importantly, after being sprayed with the liquid, Omar continued her speech instead of leaving the stage to check whether the substance was harmful. According to eyewitnesses, the liquid emitted a pungent smell, and her handling of the situation suggested that she probably already knew the substance was merely odorous and not harmful. What's your take on this?
If I sprayed anything on you, you don't know who I am.
Correct.
You're gonna be like, "What the hell was that?"
Correct.
Right? Did he just
take this off? Get this
right?
off.
Yeah.
I don't know
What is this? Like, is this
with
some kind of
anthrax and all this other crazy nonsense that's out there, right? Like
no,
obviously it's liquid.
she went after him. She went after him like she was gonna punch him. Like she was gonna punch him. So
I don't. She is every part of the fraud that's there.
It's her.
She created.
Yes.
She was a part of it.
Yes.
And she owns it.
She's the tip of the spear.
Absolutely.
She is the tip of the spear.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't care what anybody says.
100%.
I would.
Yes. And you know what, dude? What if she got to lose? That's why she did that.
Nothing.
That's why
she's already got hundreds of millions of dollars.
Absolutely.
Like, they've been sending money home forever.
Create the separation, create the narrative, and then nobody's right. As long as you guys are all fighting in the street, shooting each other, you guys are not looking at all the corruption.
Exactly.
Right?
Don't look over here.
Right.
That's all it is.
And she says it, dude, so much. She's like, we're protected by the Constitution. You bitch. And she's right. She's freaking right.
Yep.
Like, what a punch in the gut to hear her say that. Like, look, we robbed you. And there's nothing you're going to do about it.
Correct.
Because the Constitution literally protects this action. It's the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. It really is.
Absolutely.
And here we are. It's all theater, bro.
And listen, I'm all about the Constitution being right. If you are not born here, you do not get to run for office in this country. I don't care.
Should never.
You are not an
never
American
be allowed.
citizen. I can't go to Somalia and go run for office.
No. Well, they don't even have a government in Somalia.
No, they do. They use ours. So yeah, they use ours apparently, and they funnel hundreds of millions of dollars.
Exactly.
So and that's the problem, right?
Look, they don't assimilate, bro.
Do what they do in any. Do what these people are doing. Do this in any other country.
Yes, they come here to be Somalian. They don't come here to be Americans. That's the problem. They're not assimilating.
And that's the difference in what it used to be with immigration.
Yes.
And I don't care. You want to keep your culture? Keep your culture. I love
bro,
culture.
I'm Portuguese. My parents came here to be Americans.
But you
We're
come
Portuguese.
here and you assimilate to our way of
100%.
life. There is no Sharia law. There is no no-go zones and all this. Bullshit. The second you try that, you're a terrorist. You go. Bye. I don't care.
Dude, Mendani in New York, the mayor. Dude, he swore in the Quran. He swore it wasn't a Bible. It was a Quran.
They're about to get. I didn't even watch it. I couldn't even tell you.
Why would you do that?
I'm too busy with our own corruption
Look,
here. I don't even care.
But it's our Constitution in our country. Why are you swearing
Here's
to
the
a
thing.
Quran?
Just like California, New York is getting exactly what they deserve.
Yes.
New York is going to get exactly what they deserve.
100%.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah. Dude, and Gavin Newsom, did you hear him at the World Economic Forum? Dude, what a douchebag. What a little. If he knew how douchey and look, he's such a beta. He's such a beta, dude. And to go on there and be like, yeah, we sold out of the knee pads. Dude, you know what? You're going on the world stage talking shit about your boss. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
You know what that is? It's all for show. It's all for look. It's all grandstanding. He knows he's untouchable. Auntie Pelosi's going to take care of it.
Dude, he
knows
burnt
this.
he burnt the city down.
Of course.
Burnt the city down,
Of course
and he's
he did.
still the governor. Dude, he's
Yes.
still the governor.
And they're still and look at all the big places leaving now. Everybody's leaving.
They're
Gas
leaving,
stations
but he's
shutting
still,
down.
dude, but that's what they want. That's what they want, dude.
Good.
They want.
What are they gonna do?
They burn it all, and then they own all
then
of
they
it,
own it
dude.
all.
And then they
Yes.
own all of it, and then they
Yes.
create these smart cities, right? That's what they want.
We take from the homeowner.
Hey.
We take from the working class. Who gets to own it?
10
We're going to
years.
build all this public housing. Guess who owns the public
Of course.
housing?
Of course. Hey,
The public servants that are making millions off of your tax
hey,
dollars.
California
Wake up.
bullet train, $10 billion. $10
Where is
billion, and there's no train.
Of course not.
There's no train.
Of course not.
It's been like 10 years, and there's no train.
Well, look at our housing.
Yeah,
Where is it?
yeah,
Where's all the money?
no,
Where'd it go?
dude.
We get it.
And I say this, and
We get
again, this is no
But
offense.
people don't want to wake up. They don't want to accept the fact that they've been hooky duked
Yeah.
all this time, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to accept the fact that, like, oh man, I was really this dumb to fall for this. They can't.
Right.
Their pride is why they still vote for these people.
Yes.
It's not because they actually believe that this is facts and this is true. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way that anyone is, there's no way I don't even care how indoctrinated our school systems are. There's no way you're this stupid.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
just
way
lazy.
you can't
It's
put
just
things
lazy.
together.
Yeah, it's lazy. It's
you
lazy.
don't want to accept the fact that you supported these people, you live off these people, you let them hooky duke you into this, and here you go.
Right.
That's it. It's a
Right.
pride thing. I firmly believe it's a pride thing.
You know, bro, and I only say this, and I mean that I love the city. I love
Of
Fall.
course.
I love Fall River. Like in
Trust
my
me, it's
heart.
the only reason I didn't leave
but
you.
dude, I'd be the first to say, dude, it's a shithole right now. Like we need to do something. Like we need to bring the pride back, dude. Why is New Bedford look so great?
Greenhorn.
New Bedford looks amazing. New Bedford is doing amazing things. New Bedford is everything about New Bedford is up and coming. Right? Everything is going in the right direction. Meanwhile, we're getting sloppy seconds, dude. Like nobody, like everything that happens here is by accident. You know, our Christmas tree was embarrassing. Like the city.
You know what New Bedford doesn't have to do? They don't have to sell out their waterfront to their friends and family.
I know,
The waterfront's already developed. They did it right.
Yeah.
They didn't sell it out to their friends and family.
Yeah.
These guys have to do this. Listen, they've been working on this for over a decade.
Yeah.
They've been working on this a long time. This is their payday. I'm telling you right now, when it's all said and done and all the money's been gone and made and the taxes fall on us, every one of these people is out of this state.
Dude, 2 years we gotta wait.
Out.
We gotta wait 2 years. No matter what, we have to wait 2 years for anything. For anything
They
to
don't.
change, to even start changing. Yeah, what are we gonna do?
They don't.
Who's gonna do it? Nobody's gonna do it, bro. And what's it gonna cost?
Not my problem.
What's it gonna cost? Meanwhile,
Tens of thousands.
Right? Meanwhile, nothing, and still
Here's
nothing's
the
getting
thing.
done.
You know what? When people complain about that, I don't want my tax dollars. Listen, you weren't concerned about your tax dollars when you put this guy back in. You weren't concerned about your tax dollars when you didn't vote. You weren't concerned when you voted them back in. I don't feel bad about your tax dollars because guess what? I know for a fact that my tax dollars and what I pay, I will pay for what I want.
Yeah. Dude,
And
trash.
I would rather pay for that.
How's your trash? Because it's terrible, dude.
I'll tell you right now.
Yep.
My specific crew is amazing.
Really?
My specific crew for trash is amazing.
Nope. Not me.
Where we live, where we are, is amazing. They tend to take care of it.
Yeah.
And I will give my guys all the credit in the world. The guys, like I know some of them, you know what I mean? I grew up with some of them.
Yep.
So they're very good to me.
Yep.
They're very good to my neighborhood. So I will give them credit. When I drive through the city with the property management and all the stuff that I deal with, some of these guys are arrogant assholes, throw shit on the track. They just leave it there. They don't
everything
pick
about
up.
it, dude. Everything, dude.
It's
no,
terrible.
Even the way they,
I would say
dude,
the majority is terrible.
Let's start
but
from the beginning.
My area is immaculate, and those guys do a great job making sure that it stays that way.
For me, it's from the moment they pull up.
Not the recycling guys.
They're in the
but
middle of
trash
the
guys.
road. There's trash juices dripping out of the back of this thing. They stop in the
But
middle of the
can't
road.
they can't control what people are throwing away.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff
they
like
don't.
that,
But
too.
they don't
Tenants
care, dude.
No,
they
don't.
care.
Nope.
And then
I agree.
Like I have a couple of multifamilies, and is it a
That
coincidence?
contract would already be renegotiated
Yes.
and done.
Yes.
However, is it going to be?
No.
No. Why?
Yeah. Right.
Because they
They
already
voted him
donated.
in, dude.
They already donated and made sure that
They
it
voted him
happened.
in. That's the reason why he's there.
Correct.
That's the reason why he's there. I'm
they
not
voted
afraid
him
to
in.
say it.
Why would they get rid
I
of
know
him?
that from the horse's mouth, dude.
Why would they
Right.
get? Why would they bite the hand that feeds them?
Mm-hmm.
They won't.
100%. The bottom
They won't.
feeders. Here we are.
Right.
Here
They
we
won't.
are. Yeah.
And you know what? Good on him.
Yeah.
He got over on the system.
But that's, dude, it's
He got in.
it's everything, dude. It's the infrastructure.
Yes.
You know, if I hear them talk about the Bank Street Armory one more time, dude, that is a complete waste. Just knock the fucking thing down at this point. Just get it over with. Because you know what?
I have all the plans in the world for that.
Dude, the longer they wait, dude, now the roof is collapsing. Like, at some point, there's nothing left to save. And they literally will not do anything with it. It's just rotting away.
We had people that wanted to do stuff with it.
And what
They
do we do?
denied it.
Dude, they drag their feet to the point where they're like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yep.
And so here we are.
There's a lot
But
we
that's
can
an
do.
example,
And there's a
dude.
lot we can do with it. I
Yeah.
have the plan.
But they won't.
We sat there. We
Yes.
talked about it.
They won't.
I have amazing plans for
They
the
won't.
city.
They won't.
They
won't.
won't.
They won't.
They won't.
Dude, I think it's purpose. It's
Police
purpose.
station. I tried buying that thing 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time, oh no, it's already been sold. It's already been sold. How?
No.
How am I not part of this?
Right.
The auction says here.
Right.
Oh, it's already under agreement for this. And great. And now here we are, and we're gonna knock it down.
Yeah. Well, dude,
Good
I
job.
think personally, I think they knocked down the police station and build the fire station over there, and then just knock down the fire station and build like a public safety building over there, or vice versa. Like you already got the space, like right, or parking. Like do something with it, because dude, just knock down that fire department. Just knock down the fire station. There's nothing to fix.
It
there.
would be cheaper.
There is nothing to fix there. Like
cheaper.
you know what? You'll knock down the police station. That's a historical building. That's probably older than the fire station. I think.
Yeah.
So you
Gotta
got
be.
no problem knocking that one down.
I'm pretty sure. I'll double check.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
Oh, they're very close, right?
Yeah.
But you have no problem knocking down the police station, but you won't knock down the fire station? Why not? Like, what's the difference? Like, oh, historically.
Well, there's no 10-foot
It's a
mushrooms in
historical
that one.
shithole. It's a historical shithole. Why are we keeping a historical shithole?
I'm all about history. I'm all about historical
Me too,
society.
bro.
I'm all about
But that's
I'm all about
beyond it.
preserving our
It's
stuff.
beyond it.
But if you're not going to maintain it,
Yes.
it
That's
has
the problem.
to be history.
Nobody maintained it.
Nobody has to maintain
it's
it.
It's past its
Correct.
life cycle.
Save
Yes.
what you can save, but honestly,
Yes.
how much of it can you actually save?
Right.
What can you actually save?
Right. Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
It's going to
all-
cost,
all
and it'll
infested.
cost twofold. What would it be to just knock
And
it
our
down?
poor firefighters are living
Yes.
in this
100%.
in shambles.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Bums me
shambles.
out, dude. It bums me
Half
out.
$1 billion budget, and
Yeah.
our firefighters are living in shambles.
Yeah. I grew up with Jason Birds.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Jason.
Yeah, I grew up
like
with him.
Jason.
We grew up
like
together.
I said,
He's a
there's
good
really
guy.
only 2 firefighters that I can't stand.
Yeah.
I love the rest of them. There's really just 2 that are just,
Yeah.
bleeding the system, and they made a living on bleeding the system and got where they are
Yeah.
by
Dude, and
by
lastly, I
being
know
scumbags.
we're going like 2.5 hours, but it's lastly before we go out. The police station, like with the police department, what is going on, dude? I have not heard a single thing, dude. It's like dead silence in the police department. What happened? Like they went from rah 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 to absolutely nothing.
Funny how that works, huh?
Strange, dude. Very. I was actually driving the other day and I drove by it, and I was saying to myself, "Wow, there was so much noise before the election, and then the election happened, and now you don't hear a single peep about anything."
Right? Look at all the great things we're doing. All the numbers were lies, but look at all the great things we're doing.
Wow,
now what are we doing?
Wow.
And you notice they leave out the rapes, the murders. They leave out the
Well, they control the. They control the.
They control
information
what-
now.
they control
Yeah,
the
they control
information.
Yeah.
And who do you think they would do that for?
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm hoping with now with the purchase of WSAR, Mike Sylvia and Cliff, I'm hoping that they'll get into some of that. Like, I hope they'll do some of that investigative stuff where,
freaking hope so.
you know what I mean? Like, we can get into behind some of the shit that's going on that we have no idea about.
I have faith in them. I like them both. I think they're both good guys. I think they're both very intelligent. I think they're both successful.
Can I say
people.
something? I know where you're going, but can I say something? Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Did you happen to listen to Cliff and Mike? They did a show this yesterday
I didn't listen.
from
yesterday.
11 to 1.
No.
Cliff posted it, and I happened to catch it. I'm like, oh, I want to listen.
No, I didn't
Dude,
listen
because
to it.
I think Cliff's great on the radio. Cliff is really good on the radio.
Cliff is very intelligent and well spoken.
Yes.
No matter what he does.
Yeah.
I think Cliff's a good.
Yes,
I
he's
think-
very
I-
articulate. He's
yeah.
very articulate.
Yeah,
So,
he's very intelligent.
To my point, someone called in and mentioned, I don't know if anybody got to see it, but the city council
didn't see it
meeting,
yet.
it was a little pretentious at the city council meeting. And it was with Mike Daniel. And I guess there was 2 situations that Sean Kadim replied to Mike and maybe
Went after Mike like you're a new guy. Or something like that.
yeah, it was,
I
just,
yeah.
you know, I hate to say it, was a little disrespectful.
Agreed.
And that's just being fair. Like, to be fair,
I agree.
So someone called into the radio, and Cliff was on the radio, and somebody called Sean out and called him out and said, hey, that was very disrespectful. It was inappropriate. Bro, and Cliff went to the hills and backed up Sean. And I'm like, man, that's not cool, bro. Because you know what? Bruno, you're my friend, brother.
They're Batman and Robin.
They are. But dude, I'll tell you what. If you did something that I was kind of like about it, I'd be like,
I would hope you would tell me the
right,
truth
and vice
call me
versa,
out
dude.
for
Me
it.
too. Me too. Hold me accountable. But he didn't, dude.
I think there's an
And
agenda at play.
It
for a lot
bothered
of,
me,
yeah,
dude.
But, yeah,
It
but
bothered me,
you
bro.
can see the wheels spinning. You can see what's coming. You can see
Yeah.
the agenda at play, right?
Yeah.
And I like both of them.
Yeah, me
right?
too. But this
I
is
voted
nothing
for both of
personal.
them.
No, this is
I
just
vo-
this is just
I
us
voted for
talking.
both of them. I
Yeah.
like both of them. I
Yeah.
don't agree
Me
with.
too.
I don't
Me
agree
too.
with Sean's. The way he's looking at how he should have free reign and spending money. I don't agree with that stuff. I'm not going to agree with everything.
No, right.
But I think he's very intelligent.
Yeah.
Just like Cliff. I think they're both. Like I said, I think they're both great for the city. I just think that the control factor is showing.
Yes.
I think it's showing, and I think
they're the cool kids. They're the cool kids. That's what.
and
That's
I,
what
and
it
I
is.
think they need to
Yeah.
pull it back a little bit. I
Agreed.
do.
Agreed.
Again, all personal opinion.
Do you know what's funny?
I'd like to see them pull it back and,
Yeah.
and rein it in and deal with actual issues instead of creating more.
And you know what
That's
happens?
what I would like to see.
Somebody
And I think
called
they're
in.
capable of doing that.
Dude, somebody called in and they're like, well, isn't Sean the town administrator for Seekonk? Like, what the hell is he doing here? Like, and all of a sudden,
cares?
well, I don't know who cares, but my point in saying that is when you act that way, people start saying things like that, right? Because
Yeah, of course.
dude, up until that moment, everybody loved Sean.
Everybody
Kadim.
loved him.
Everybody loved Sean.
Yeah.
And then you have that one moment.
He's creating an enemy list now,
Yes.
and he's no longer that top vote getter anymore, right?
Right.
Which is, I guess kind of sucks, in a sense, because I agree with Sean on 95%.
Yeah, this is nothing.
95% of it.
Yeah, this is.
But I agree with Cliff on 95% too,
Yeah.
right? But here's the thing: they still vote yes at the end of the day, and that's where my line crosses, right?
Yeah.
That's where I have to disagree with the grandstanding essentially,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
call it out too, and they
Yeah.
do it, but you're part of it too sometimes, and It's got its good and bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, personal level, I like them.
Yeah,
both.
no,
I
this
think
is not
they're
the
great.
personal. It's just,
no, of course.
To me,
I
it was
think they're great
very
guys.
bad
I think they're
optics, dude. It was
intelligent.
bad optics. It was bad. It was bad.
I
optics.
don't like how he treated him. I don't like the fact that he says an elected official, doesn't have a right to speak when he's speaking for the taxpayer, because that's exactly why we put him there. And I don't know that Michael is everything that he said he was going to be either.
Yeah, but dude, it's just like their second meeting. They literally had 2 meetings.
I think he's intelligent. I think he's capable.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he stays on the right side, and the taxpayer is really his goal. I'm still eager to watch and see.
Me too.
Right?
Me too.
Chris is Chris. I think Chris is going to do what Chris does.
Yeah.
But he's going to connect, and they're going to have. We're going to have that no more automatic yes for Coogan, which is really what I.
Dude, it's so weird to see Joe down there.
It's really what I care
It's
about.
so weird to see Joe on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to see him because he's always doing as the president.
It's where he belongs, at the bottom.
Yeah.
At the bottom. It's where he belongs. But you know what? His voters will keep him there. He'll run. He'll probably run for mayor. He'll be one of the bobbleheads, the talking heads, for the next regime, because they need to flood the primaries. If they flood the primaries with 4 or 5 candidates, no matter which top 2 they get, they still own the candidate.
Yeah.
So
I do like Cliff as the president,
and
though.
hopefully, if I don't win Senate, I can beat him.
Yeah, I like Cliff as the president.
Hopefully, I win Senate, and I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Cliff.
Yeah, I think that's a good job, right? I think that's a good job.
No, Cliff,
Yeah.
and he did before.
Yeah.
Like,
well, see, I didn't see it before, so this is new for me.
Yeah, no, I think Cliff is very well qualified for what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think he's very well qualified for the position. I think he means well. I think he generally wants to make the city better.
Yes.
I don't agree with all of the plans and ideas that they have, and how they the city manager stuff. I don't agree with that. That side of things and playing the game to get to that point. I don't agree with that. But at the end of the day, I think, like I said, 90-10 split. I'd say 90% of it is positive for the city, and I think him and Sean, represent the city well.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the situation with what happened.
No, I mean,
with
like I said, my whole point in all this was just weird the way.
You're all just like I don't agree with when the mayor and his moron sidekick over there talk about Collin, right? Oh, Collin, you're dressed so pretty today and spiffy, and shut your mouth. That kid is elected by the people.
Yeah.
He's elected by the people. You're elected by employees. Remember that. He's elected by people who trust him. You're elected by people who rely on your money.
Yeah, well, they don't like
rely
the way
on our money.
Yeah, they don't like the way
There's
he
a
calls it all
difference.
out. He calls everything out. They don't like that. That's what it is.
Of course not. They don't like the fact that this kid
They
is
want to
smarter
undermine
than them.
him. They want to undermine
Of
him.
course,
Yeah, make him
they
seem
want to
like
make.
you don't.
That,
You don't.
I know.
Yeah, boy.
I
You don't know what you're talking about, boy.
Firsthand. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, don't get angry.
Yeah,
Don't
boy.
get angry.
Yeah,
Shut your
yeah.
mouth. Don't
It's
get
like-
angry.
it's-
I'm a citizen now. I'd slap you in the mouth.
It's like when you're taking your kid to their prom day. You're like, you look cute today. You know.
But that's what he does. So he has nothing else to offer, so he belittles people, right?
Yes.
He's the high school bully.
Right.
He was the same way as a vice principal, which is why he was never a principal, right? He was a toddler, just an adult.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's a known face, and people just go with that. Oh, he was so nice to me. He was nice to you because you wore the half shirts in school. He wasn't nice to the boys because the boys could talk back to him. He was nice to the girls because he got to look at. Stop it. We all know. We were there. We watched this shit happen. I don't care. I'm not a politician. I say it how it is. I watched this man do this. I was there. Don't tell me what he was. I know what he was. Just like Corey, I know what he is. I know what his family is. First freaking hand. I don't care. I'm not afraid of these.
We
people.
got him for 2 years, bro.
Yeah, but you
We
know
got a
what?
deal.
Listen, it's not gonna prevent me from fighting.
No.
Which is
I'm not
why
saying, yeah, we
I'm
should
now
never-
running
we
for
should never-
Senate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's again.
It's almost like
if I can't beat them here, because of their monopoly on the system, I'll go above you.
Right.
And then I'll keep going.
It's almost like
and
we
then
have
I'll
to-
come back.
we have to
I
pay the
will fight and fight
consequences.
and fight. And just even if it just means that I'm calling you out, I got nothing but time on my hands during the day. I will gladly call you out.
Yeah.
If nobody else wants to step up, that's worth it. I will gladly be that one. I'll be your target. That's fine. I'll take all the nonsense from the fake Chinese accounts and the O'Regans and the nonsense, and the crazy ladies that want to date my boy. Like I'll listen. I will take it all.
Yeah.
Bring it.
So, dude, what's
I'm
on
all
deck
for
for you
it.
right now? Like, what do you got going on? Like, what's your plan right now? Where are you at?
So today I officially have the account open because the EIN numbers and stuff for the federal ID numbers and stuff for the accounts the site wasn't working. So we finally got that done today.
Okay.
So I spent some time at the bank today. We got that done.
Awesome.
So get your checkbooks out.
Yeah.
We're gonna start fundraising. We're gonna start going out there. No, I'm not gonna be like him. I don't need $1 million in my coffer to scare people. I don't need to go out. I don't need that. But every little bit counts.
Okay.
Every little bit counts.
How do people get that to you?
Think about it. If everybody in this city donated $1,
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everybody in the city donated $20, $10, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to happen.
That's $95,000.
Weird, right?
Yeah, right.
You learned that at Durfee too. Check that out. That's the most impressive part. So let's be real, right?
Yeah.
If everybody just did what they could, we got enough to.
Dude, Broderick's is going to be tough to
make
beat,
sure.
dude. That's going to be a tough. That's a tough fight, bro.
Yeah,
that's
but is
a
it?
tough fight.
But is it?
Only
He's a nice
because, you know
guy,
what?
he's
Yeah, but
well-liked.
he's seated. He's seated. Like he's
seated.
embedded.
You're right. He's a made man.
And I didn't know who he was.
He's a made man.
Yes.
And
I
you
didn't
don't even know who he is.
And I didn't know who he was. That's the part that gets me, dude. Is
90% of the people I talk to have no idea who.
No
he is.
clue, dude. I didn't know.
They have no idea.
I didn't know.
They don't know what he does. They don't know who he is. They don't
Right.
know. You know why? Because he doesn't do anything except what they tell him to do.
That's it. But dude, under the radar.
Listen, here's all you need. I don't have to go after him as a person, and I don't intend to. Right? I can care less. I understand he lost a family member, and I sorry for his loss and all that stuff. I would never attack.
Is this
him.
recent? Is this recent?
I believe so. From what I understand, I haven't heard it. I wasn't really paying attention, but I know. It's definitely an issue. And I feel for him because I'm a dad. I'm
of course.
I'm a family man. I would never want to wish that on anyone.
No,
so
right.
First and foremost, sorry. For
Yeah,
your
condolences,
loss.
man. Sorry.
Condolences for sure. I have nothing to say against him as far as like being a bad guy, a good guy. I don't know him personally. I only know what I hear. A lot of
So you don't.
a lot of the backdoor stuff he plays dumb.
You don't do
but he knows
research. Like,
everything.
is there like a research portion of this that you do?
I know everything. I know every vote he's made. I know everything he's gone against, and that's the reality. If you look at since he's been in office, where Massachusetts was to Massachusetts is, everything that is wrong with Massachusetts, he voted against. He voted to be where we are. He voted.
See, I think that's what people need to hear.
He votes party line 100% of the time.
People need to hear that. People need to
that's
know
the
what that
reality,
is.
right?
Yeah,
this
people need to know
man's
that.
not getting your audit done. This man is voting for men to be in your bathroom, your daughter's bathrooms and locker rooms. This man votes against the people 100%
So he's
of the
establishment, pretty much
time.
establishment.
He's establishment,
Yeah.
correct. So if you want more of the same and you're happy in the state and Fall River, Westport, Swansea, Somerset, Freetown, Lakeville, Rochester. If you guys are happy the way things are being run,
Dude, everybody's moving out.
Vote for him.
Everybody's
exactly.
leaving.
Massachusetts is the #1 state for people to leave.
Hey, you want to play that clip for me, please, Joe?
Number one, now,
which one?
right? I think it'll be number
Yep.
one.
If you look right down over there, you're going to see it. I think it should say.
Collin is one of the best elected. I agree.
I see Tom Brady and Nipah virus.
No, not Nipah virus. It's going to be on the second one down
Nope.
there. Right?
All I see is Alex Pretty and Senator Warren.
Oh, I don't
That's
have
it.
that clip there.
Nope, you
God
do not.
damn
The
it,
second
Bobby.
one? I don't have the second one. It's not the second clip in.
Oh wait, I'm
Jody,
stupid.
number 2.
I got it.
know how many
I thought you said
Americans
second
know
row. My
this,
fault.
but
That is
CVS
absolutely my
Health-
fault. Let me just set this up right.
Play it.
Owns Aetna, the health insurance company, correct?
The AOC
No,
insurance.
And
that's AOC. She's
CVS, which owns Aetna.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know CB? You got it.
No, that's all I have.
All right. Did you know? Anyway, did you know AOC, CVS owns everything?
Of course.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They own Aetna Insurance. They own everything.
Yeah.
They have the captive page. Like it's a captive customer. That's what it's called. I had no idea.
Monopolize the market.
And I actually got that clip, the AOC clip, because I don't agree with anything AOC says. And I'm like, oh my God, I actually agree with something AOC.
No, she's right on that.
She's right on that.
However,
Yeah.
she's also invested in it. So she capitalized on it too, right?
Man.
There's always a backdoor.
Yeah.
And there's always money to be made. Why do you think she's worth millions of dollars now? You think she got that being in office?
Right.
It's not because she's intelligent. It's because the people around her are teaching her how to do this. As long as you go and do this, we'll pay. We'll make sure you get your.
Dude, it's
your
all,
paid.
they're all actors.
It's all money.
They're all actors.
But that's the problem,
Yeah.
right? This guy's making $200-something thousand a year on an $80,000 salary, right? He's the budget. He's the architect. He designs the budget. He makes the money calls. You think Maura doesn't want him in there?
Yeah.
You think Maura's going to let...
Well, they with the architect.
Here's the
They
thing.
refer to him as the architect.
Does the mob ever let go of their treasurer?
No, of course not.
They kill him.
Yeah.
Right? They'll do anything to keep
there's
him.
no-
They're
yeah,
going to
there's-
protect him, and if not,
Absolutely.
they're going to kill him.
Yeah, right. The money man.
Watch who shows up when this man has to run a campaign finally. Watch.
Yeah, because he's not running. Like, I haven't seen him campaigning yet. He's technically not
Well, he was in
campaigning.
Portugal, so he had to he postponed his event. He was in Portugal, and then now he's got the snow and everything else. So
Yeah,
he
I haven't
postponed it.
seen- yeah,
I
I
think it's
haven't
like
seen-
I think it's this first week of February, like the 7th or something. He moved it because he's doing a campaign event. You know who's hosting it? Maura Healey,
Is that really?
Lieutenant,
Of course.
Governor,
Of course.
the AG,
The crew.
Why do you think they want this man?
'Cause you're
so
running.
bad? Absolutely.
Because you're running. That's the
They never
reason why.
came. They never came out and said anything they were running.
Nope. Nope.
And again, no shot at Manny whatsoever. But
Yep.
he's been running for a year. They never came out and said they were doing anything. They know I'm going to come. They know I'm going to come at them. They know I can raise the money. They know I can get the people behind me. They know Fall River's a hub, and they're going to target Fall River as best they can. They are. And unfortunately, the divide in our own party is what's going to cause the rift between the surrounding towns.
Yeah.
And hopefully the surrounding towns, which I believe they are smart enough to see it and be like, all right, well, that doesn't make sense because this guy's been running and doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
And now here you are bashing him. It's like, that's weird. But that's what they do.
Dude, if you control the budget, you control the keys to the castle. It's everything.
Where do you think $8 billion
It's everything.
in extra cash comes from? Where do you think all the money flows? Where do you think all the housing money went? And this man's going to sit here and say, oh, I don't know anything about that. Where do you think all the $19 million in lights went to and came from, and you don't know anything about that?
Nobody's paying attention,
Stop.
brother.
Stop.
Nobody's paying attention.
But that's all you got to run on, Bobby.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I have more. I have everything I need, right?
Yeah.
But let's be real. The simple concept is, what's the debate on? Look at the man's record. Look at where Massachusetts is today. Look at where your costs are. Look at your energy costs. Look at your housing costs. Look at every single thing.
Yeah, everything.
Everything that you are struggling with,
Everything
this
they
man
touch.
doesn't struggle with.
Everything they touch it's bad. It's
Everything
bad.
you're
Yeah, it's
struggling
bad.
with, this man's making money on.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
If it's bad for you, it's good for them.
Yes.
And he voted for it.
Every time.
You didn't get a raise. He got a raise. If you got a raise, they increased your taxes.
Yes.
If you got a break from the federal government, the state took more.
Yes. Yep. Every time.
That's how this man voted.
Yes.
Why would you reelect somebody like that? Why
Same-
would you
dude,
reelect him?
Again.
Well, but he's such a nice guy.
for the
I don't
same-
care.
Dude, for the same reason Couto got back in. Complacency. People just they
don't pay attention.
They don't
to
pay
facts.
attention, bro.
Nope.
They don't pay attention.
Oh, I remember
Yes.
he came to my event once. He showed up at my daughter's birthday party.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, your daughter's 12 and he wants dudes in the bathroom with her, so there's that.
Dude, I don't know anything about this guy. Like, I know nothing other than my experience in Massachusetts. I know nothing. Again, to the original point, I know nothing about this guy, dude. And it's almost like that's the tactic.
That's the key, though.
That's the tactic.
That's the key.
Yeah.
See, so they'll come and blast me and do all this other nonsense, right? And come
Mm.
after me with everything they can to make me this monster, this bad guy, keep all the focus on me and keep him under the radar.
Yeah.
They need to keep him under the radar because no matter what, they're going to get the money, right?
Right.
He's got all the wealthy, politicians behind him.
Yeah.
He's the Ways and Means
He's
guy.
the establishment.
Hey, if you keep me in, I keep
Yeah,
everybody
he's
paid.
the establishment.
Of
It's,
course.
dude, it's the bottom feeder
He's
thing
the number
again.
3 guy.
It's the next level of the
He's
bottom
the number
feeders.
3 guy in the
Yes.
state, and he's due in line to be president of the Senate.
Yes.
He's due in line to be in charge.
Mhm.
He controls the Senate. What
Yep.
happens?
Yep. Dude, and he's got a sense of entitlement. Like, he knows he's going to get that
Absolutely.
role.
Absolutely.
And, dude, and he's got 34 of his buddies there with him.
Yep. Yep.
Dude.
Hey, it's up to the people.
Yeah,
If
it's
the
the
pe-
Da- it's
the
the David
people
and
didn't
Goliath.
trust me.
It's the
from-
David and
They didn't
Goliath.
trust me when I
Yeah.
ran against the mayor, and look
Yeah.
at I was 100% right, and look at where we are.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You guys now have the chance to fix it. Obviously, his voters that work for him are not going to vote for me. I get it, right?
Yeah, the bottom
Ken,
feeders.
the Ken Pachecos, the bottom, like those people are never going to vote for me because they know that I'm going to be able to control a lot more at that level and keep the corruption down here. I can protect the people better from up there than I could from the 6th floor ever. Because at the end of the day, you still got the city council, you still got the Fiolas, you still got all these state people. These people would still be in charge.
Right.
And it's like, you know what? The more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, why don't we?
How do you beat him? Go
why
over
don't,
him.
Why don't we line exactly?
Go right over him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Run right over the top.
Yep.
Why not?
Yep.
Beat them at their own game.
Yep.
Okay, you want to control this little section and think that you got it all monopolized? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip the table.
Absolutely.
I'm going to flip the table.
what better way
the
to
whole
legislate
monopoly
it?
board is coming
Yes,
down.
yes.
Because from up here, I can say yes and no. I can investigate from up there. I can do all this stuff. People need to wake up and understand this is it. You already got screwed for 2 years for him. You want another 2 years of this?
Yeah.
By all means, because in 3 years from now, you'll all be broke. You'll be paying the electric company 90%.
Yeah.
And here you go. Who's making money? You or them?
Yeah. He pumps for everybody.
Is your family more important?
Yeah. He pumps for everybody.
I hope so, because mine is. And if my family's more important, what do you think your family is to me? I'm fighting for mine. I'm fighting for yours.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
We all want the same thing. We're all working class. We're nobodies. I'm you.
What's the experience, though, bro? Right? Like, it's the journey. It's the experience.
course.
You want it to be the best it could possibly be.
Yeah. And I was a little disappointed
Yeah.
in Manny's interview. I got to watch some of it.
Yep.
I still got to finish it.
Yep.
Talking about, I'm probably just going to do, I'm probably only going to do one term. What are you going to learn in 2 years and accomplish in 2 years? And then what? And then we're running again? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, that's not stability. That's not what the state needs. The state needs somebody who's going to continue to fight for them and bring things forward. You're not going to get anything passed in 2 years. You're not even going to know how to do it.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
You need to stand up. And then you're calling out other Republicans at the state level. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, the Democrats, no matter how terrible they are,
Yep.
stand together 100% of the time.
I think Manny's a nice guy. Manny's a good guy. He's a good guy.
So's Roderick's.
Yeah, well,
I don't need any more 70-year-old, 80-year-old nice guys.
And that's the
we
point.
Don't
Like,
need
I wonder,
that. We don't need that.
Right.
We need people that are going to stand up and fight for the people and fight
Yep.
for our tax dollars.
Yep.
We need people that are going to put bills in place to hold them accountable. We need people that are going to fight and push for the damn audits.
Agreed.
And find out where our money's going. Find out the fraud so we can clean house.
Yeah.
Get our state back. Like I said, we went to war over 3% tax on tea.
Yeah, sure.
Now we're afraid to speak
Yeah,
up
no,
because
it's-
you're worried
yeah.
about somebody's going to find your Facebook.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
Let them come after me. I'm willing to take it, but help me get there so I can fight them. They can talk about me all they want. They can belittle me all they want. They can come after me whatever they want to do. Right? They're going to try to come after your money. They're going to try to bribe you. They're going to try to break you. They're going to try to criminalize you. Whatever you want to do. They're already doing it.
So here he goes, dude. Can you see it, Jody? You feel it? He's on fire. You feel it?
Listen, they're already doing it.
Feel
Let
it.
me
I
fight
feel it.
for you.
I feel
Listen,
it.
Fall River's
Passion.
95,000 people, right? 50,000 of them donate $1. Westport, a couple thousand people. Somerset,
Yeah,
couple
Freetown,
thousand. So
Lakeville.
If everybody puts in and helps me fight, what do you think's going to happen?
Yep.
These people are going to see it.
Yep.
And if you can't afford it, I understand. But it's not because of me. It's because of those people that
No,
I'm
right,
running against.
right.
If you can't afford to help run a campaign
Dude,
against
nobody
a
can
guy,
afford energy,
this
dude.
guy's got $1 million.
Yeah. People can't afford energy, bro.
Exactly.
Right.
He's got $1 million. I can do same thing I did to Coogan, right? Listen, I did it with half his budget, less than half his budget. I out-campaigned him.
Right.
I proved him wrong.
Yes.
This guy got eaten up in every debate except one where Will Flanagan was stabbed, and I wasn't, prepared for that, right? And then he was talking about it like it was funny. I was more angry. Outside of that, national news made him look stupid. Let's be real.
Yep.
What do you think's going to happen if I can raise $50,000, $100,000 against this guy? He can spend $1 million. It's not going to matter.
Right.
Because that's what he does. He takes your money and he wastes it. These people don't know how to utilize money properly.
Well, it's the
other than
$1,200
for
dinners.
themselves.
It's the $1,200 plates. It's the
Of course,
it's the high roll.
$125 to come here, go there.
Right.
Yeah, $50, and you're gonna have great calamari because I like it here.
Well, listen, we're going. What was it? Almost 3 hours, bro. So
I don't even
Saturday, you're not gonna go Saturday. You're not gonna be at the brew house Saturday.
This week, I don't think so.
All right, that's
Yeah.
Taylor Cormier. That'll be it's a Sinatra
The
night.
Sinatra one, right?
So
Yeah.
go support that amazing event at the brew house.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the kids and life and stuff, because I gotta raise my kids.
Yeah, maybe even if we pop in for a little while. Maybe just a quick little drop
Yeah, I
in.
can
And then,
pop
of
in for a
course,
little bit.
on the 7th, the Bobby Couto show will be there doing a live show. That's the comedy show. DJ Incognito will be there.
I'll definitely get a table for that.
That'll be a blast, yeah.
I'm sure
That'll
we'll
be
be
a
able
good
to
time.
bring a few people for that.
And then Valentine's Day, that's another one at the
Thank you,
brew
Joyce.
house.
I appreciate it.
So there's a lot going on, bro. There's a lot going on.
Mofo. I like that.
Who's that?
Joyce Oliveira.
Oh, yeah.
I love that woman.
I try to be smart. I try to sound smart at least.
Yeah, she's pleasant.
I never
like
heard of
Joyce.
Roderick's
She's
until
awesome.
Boomer said
Yeah.
he was running.
We love you, Joyce. We
Same.
love you. She's like a day oneer. I love her.
Yeah,
she's
nah,
fantastic.
listen,
Always positive things to say. She always has positive things to say.
The same
And dude,
10
she's not even here.
the
She's in
same-
Florida.
yeah.
She's in Florida.
The
So
same 10, 15 haters you're
Yeah.
always going to deal with on every forward page, every show we do.
Yeah.
They're going to create 19,000 accounts,
Yeah.
and you're going to deal with those.
boom, I
people,
like
right?
this co-host thing. I like this.
Yeah,
You and I
no,
have this amazing
listen,
chemistry,
I'm
dude.
all
I
for
love
it, and
I love it. It would have been nice if Colin would have came in, but he called in.
Yeah,
I
he
appreciate him
wasn't
calling
feeling
in.
well yesterday
And
when
I
he
know
talked to me
Marco
either,
wants to get on the show, dude, and I want to give him the space. I almost had him come in tonight, but I
Marco,
like,
you're coming in next week whether you like it or
yes,
not.
definitely. I was going to do but then I don't have the fourth seat set up. I'm like, I'd have to do the fourth seat, and it gets
I'll
crowded.
Go sit on Jody's lap. We'll be
yeah,
fine.
why not?
I'll sit over there.
Jody would like that.
We'll be all right. We
He's
can
like,
both fit
Oh
on that
yeah,
little
dude,
seat.
I would love that. Oh my goodness.
Get in line, Jody. Get in line.
I'm bringing my ones. I don't care.
Listen, if I didn't talk to your girlfriend 25 years ago, I don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, well, that's funny.
Crazy, right?
Right? Yeah. You got anything for the audience?
Nope, just be ready.
Yep.
Events are going to be coming. Announcements are going to be coming. We're pulling papers next month, the next couple of weeks. I'm going to need some help. We're going to need, this isn't just, Fall River. This isn't just a race here.
Yep.
If you want change where you're at, you want change for the state, you want change for our district, this is it. Swansea, Somerset, Rochester, Freetown, Lakeville, Fall River,
Westport.
obviously. Yeah. Westport, of course.
Yep.
I wish I could just move my address there. I literally, you deliver my mail. Can you just take me in, please?
And then real quick, Peyton, she has an event coming up, right?
Peyton has a UMass event coming up, but
Yep.
on the 20th of February, she has her show in New York. Right.
Which you can watch that simulcast.
Right on Broadway. She's got her first show. You can simulcast. You can buy tickets, so you don't even have to go to New York like I do. I highly recommend it, especially now with the new leadership there. You probably don't want to go.
I know, right?
But definitely go, and we'll post the links for that. You can buy tickets online. Please reach out to me, my daughter. You'll find her as Ollie on Facebook.
And even through like our social media, she's all over my social media.
She'll be on the Bobby Couto show before then.
Yes.
We're gonna make sure of it because
100%.
she's dying to come on and
Yes.
and talk with Bobby. She loves
Love to
Bobby.
have her on.
All my kids love Bobby.
I love your kids,
but
man.
I think they all love Bobby's mom. Is really what it is.
It's
they
the
love,
sweetbread,
they
bro.
Love
It's
Miss
the
Couto.
sweetbread.
The masa.
But really just. I need everybody registering the vote now.
Yes.
Register now. Get involved now. Research now. Listen, if you don't like me, that's cool. Tell me what you don't like. Maybe I'll fix it. I probably won't. Listen, I am who I am. I'm not a politician, but I am a taxpayer. I am a family man. I am a father. I am a veteran. I am here as one of you. I'm here to fight for you. I'm here to fight for my family and yours. These people don't care about us. They are so out of touch with the reality of what we face every day, and like I'm trying to be the answer. Am I perfect? No. Am I going to fight for you? Yes. Are these people going to fight for you? 100% not, and they've proven that. Look up his voting record. Look up every bill he's passed and put through. I mean, this man's fighting against right now, Paula. I can't think of her last name right now for the life of me. Paula's trying to advance a bill, like a DARE program for the schools and educating kids on drugs
bit about
and stuff.
that.
Yeah, she's got an event March 17th.
Okay.
I'm actually going to have her.
We'll support that.
I'm actually going to have
100%.
her on the show.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what I do. I work for Bobby, basically. So we're actually going to have her on the show. She's amazing. She's got great connections, great contacts with the DEA. The real numbers, right? The real numbers of overdoses, not the nonsense that we put out here and pretend it doesn't happen. The real reason behind the deaths. She had lost a child. Laced marijuana is what happened, unfortunately. And there's things that we don't even know.
Like
because
fentanyl?
They don't tell us. So there's a few things. I'm going to let her tell the story.
All right,
but fentanyl is a big part of it and a few other things.
Because you never think of dying from marijuana.
Correct.
Right? Like,
and I think it's her story to tell, and I really want her to be able to voice it her way.
Sure.
I don't want to do any disrespect to her son.
Yeah, 100%.
As a father, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would never. She's a great person. She fights a great
Yeah,
fight.
we definitely have her in.
And Roderick's is literally against it. He's against it. Why would you be against drug education? More is hiring drug dealers, and you're against drug education.
Yeah, they're delivering.
What does that tell you?
Delivering cocaine, dude. That guy was doing.
Like,
dude, he was doing that like he was delivering pizza. Did you see that? Like he did it so nonchalant.
Like it was nothing.
Like nothing, dude.
And where are the consequences? What's going to happen? Nothing.
Dude, and the other one that got pulled over with the gun.
Yep.
Like
nothing.
during work. No, right. Yeah.
Jay said she loves us too.
Jody Jo, what do you got, buddy?
I will be with you for most of the
I know,
next
we're hanging
couple
out, bro.
weeks.
We're gonna be
I know.
busy. We're so busy, bro.
Yeah, me and you are gonna be rooming together real soon. But I'll be chilling out with Bobby Couto this Saturday.
I always sleep on my back, just so you know.
Yeah. so I will be with Bobby Couto this Saturday at the Brew House. If you guys want to come by, stop by, reserve your tickets. You already know. Reserve your seats and stuff. I will be with Bobby Couto the 7th. So be there and stuff. So and also, guys, please vote. Please vote. It's very important to vote.
Important.
Please.
Yeah.
Even my demographic, the young kids, even if it's against Boomer, I don't really care. You know,
Just
go
show
vote.
up.
Go vote.
Show up.
Just vote, please.
I care a little bit.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's your vote, and I defended your freedom to do so. So please go out and do it. But I mean, this is our chance.
Yeah.
We can take it all back.
Sure, man.
We can stand up and fight. At worst case, we can expose it and let the federal government find it. You know what I mean? Let them do it. I don't care. But we have a chance with somebody like me in office. We don't need another person, pension padding. We don't need all this nonsense. That's all these people are doing. Like, what else are you going there for a minimum times? What else are you spending your career there for, and going against the people 100% of the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I called his office. He was a nice guy. He showed up and took care of this problem. Yeah, because he took your money to pay for that problem.
Sure.
Pay attention, guys.
Dude, I think the question is this, Boomer. Is it bad enough? And I think the answer is
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I think that's the question you have to ask yourself. Is it bad enough?
Think about it.
And the answer is yes.
The highest crime rate.
Yes.
In the country.
Yeah.
What in the country, right? Highest crime rate. Fall River's got the highest in the state. One of the highest in the state. In the country, we're there. We have the highest job loss rate, the highest people leaving rate. We have the lowest for the economy, like growth.
Yep.
And We're the highest taxes.
Right. How long can you maintain?
What are you
this?
doing?
Like, how
highest
long?
energy cost.
Yeah. There's no reason to stay,
no,
bro.
I think we are.
There's no reason
I
to
think
stay.
it's Hawaii, which makes sense. I get Hawaii's energy cost being hard. Everything's expensive in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
It's an island. So Hawaii, California.
Makes sense. New York.
I think New York or New York, California, and then Massachusetts. So everybody else is paying like between 15 and 17 a kilowatt hour. We're paying 32. Why? What are you paying so much extra money for? It's all these crazy policies.
Yeah, no pipelines.
It's all these crazy policies and green energy and
It's
all
all
this nonsense.
government.
It's stuff that we don't make
it's all
money
government.
on.
It's all government. It's not nature. It's not
Exactly.
landlocked. It's all decisions that are being done by the
and
legislature.
this man is directly responsible.
Yeah.
He's the third most powerful man in the state. He's the budget. He's the money. He's your money. And what is he doing with it? That's it. That's. I don't have to run on anything else. I don't have to debate him. I don't have to do anything. If you believe this man is going to do what's good for you after decades in office, vote for him.
Right.
If you don't,
well,
then here's your answer.
This is going to be interesting, bro. Like, this is like
Oh,
we're
it's gonna be a great
we're at
time.
the beginning, so this is going to be
Either
interesting.
way, our sign holder events are fun as hell.
Oh
You should
yeah,
come
they are.
out.
They're so much fun.
Come out.
And just,
Show up.
And just, as soon as you get the website or wherever it is, people are going to donate.
Yeah, the win rate will be up. The donations will be up.
Let's get that going.
You can go on to my Facebook page, Gabriel Amaral for Senate. You can definitely go on there. Please like and follow, share to all your friends and family. All you fake pages, I will delete you. Listen, I don't care. Oh, you can't do that. You're a candidate. No, I'm not. And you're not a real person. So, and I don't block real people. I just tell you you're stupid. And that's the reality, right? Like this is how I speak. This is who I am. I'm a real person. I don't take bullies. I don't deal with the nonsense. I don't care about the Facebook heroes with the fake accounts. I don't care about the nonsense that people try to spew. None of that matters to me. If you want to get to know me, call me 774-930-9211. Text me first. I won't think it's a spam call. I'll gladly talk to you. I'll answer any question you got.
Perfect.
There you
Perfect. I appreciate you, brother.
Anytime.
Thanks for coming in today.
I love being here.
I know, to me
It's
too.
like
I
my
love
second
it.
home. I
love
love
it. I love it, dude. I love it. Look at it. Just do this.
Loco was talking crash. Oh, Boomer again.
Yeah.
Maybe you should show up.
Yeah, maybe you should show up.
Maybe you should stop sitting around the house doing nothing, bro.
Right? Seriously, like dude, he could have came in.
Absolutely. There's an extra seat for you.
Yeah, he could have came in.
Look,
maybe next time.
Show over there. It's like Coogan's seat.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, there you go.
That's what it's like.
There you go.
That's what it's like for
There
our
you go,
senators
Loco.
and our mayors and
There
our
you go,
state
Loco.
reps.
Yeah.
All our state reps, so all our mayors, all our senators, that's what they look like. Empty seats.
Yeah.
That's what
True
we got.
that. There it
Empty
is, right
chairs.
there. There it is.
Yeah.
City council meeting. Look.
Yeah, that's it.
Look. City council meeting. There it is. There it
Where
is.
you at?
That's funny. Boom, I appreciate you, brother.
Nah, anytime,
Thank you so
brother.
much for
Appreciate
being
being
here.
here.
All right, dude. Like anything you need support wise.
Right now?
We're here. Yeah, this will be funny.
Right now, I need food.
Yeah, we're gonna say I'm starving too.
Right.
Jody Jo, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. And everybody, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe to the show. Remember, we have these amazing events coming up. Come out, spend some time with us. That's where we really communicate. That's where we really connect. Obviously, the city is growing. And the idea is to have more and more of these events. So, if you know someone who has a restaurant who wants to do these events, who wants to do the live cast, reach out to Boomer. We're coordinating all this. It's great for your marketing. It's great for the business. And not to mention, it brings us all together. You know what I mean? Like, wherever we go.
If you're not marketing and advertising, you're
absolutely,
you're just
dude.
doing the bare minimums. And
right?
hey, good
and
for
you should be doing it here, dude. This is the best.
Fall River loses businesses more than Massachusetts does.
Yes.
Remember
yes,
that.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's a
Absolutely.
reason for that. So
Yeah.
advertise, market, let us, we bring good culture, we bring good people.
Dude, we trust, dude. The brand is trusted.
The brand
dude.
is, we build your brand with you. We're here.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Reach out. We're not the cookie cutter places like everybody else.
Absolutely.
Show up.
Yeah, it's legit, dude. Like, I want to do this legit. Yeah.
I agree.
I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Like, follow, and subscribe to
all.
the show. And remember, always remember that all roads lead here.